from the pine. I'm from the pines. I'm from the pines. This is for that southern pride. Hard to kill and hard to find. Country folks are gon' survive from a badass bloodline. You know I'm from the pines. The pines. This is for that southern pride. Pride. Hard to kill and hard to find. Country folks are gon' survive from a badass bloodline. Yeah, you know I'm from the pines. Know I'm from the pines.
Where the river run through Timbuktu, small town, deep southern roots. The Bama boy in the Georgia boots. Can't avoid what you born into, I wouldn't dream of it. I stand for it till my knees buckle. I've seen ups and I've seen struggle. I've lived more than I've seen coming. In the grand scheme, that's what made me. There's stories to tell my baby. That's less concern for my lessons learned. I can rest assured that she'll make it. I can bet they heard what my name is. I bet the world they can't take it. I done weather worse if I ever splurge, and it's well deserved for my patience. I put in work, I don't mind losing the sleep. That's how we do it all week. Tradition is deep as the roots on the trees. A blade and a tool in the jeans. We miles away from the highway. Come Friday, we be shooting the breeze. We got everything we need.
I'm from the pines. I'm from the pines. This is for that southern pride. Hard to kill and hard to find. Country folks are gon' survive from a badass bloodline. You know I'm from the pines. The pines. This is for that southern pride. Pride. Hard to kill and hard to find. Country folks are gon' survive from a badass bloodline. Yeah, you know I'm from the pines. Know I'm from the
Bumping
pines.
alpines to the baseline, sink teeth in the beat like a K9. I don't waste time watching Dateline, don't need a cosign from a grapevine. Muscadine wine, sipping something sweet, giving you the rundown, I'm a fucking G. Certified YG, don't come try me, I can guarantee you gon' be 6 feet. Cause I'm irritated, real high head boy, I'm a demonstrated. And it's been debated, but it ain't inflated. Come straight through the gate like a freight well lubricated. Bitch, yeah, I made it. Catch an outside vibe, do the south side slide. I'm an alpine guy, do the west side glide. One hit you fried like boy you tried, but boy you lied. Send your ass to the guys. High as a pine, my high is divine. My skills and my hustle will never decline. I'm on the front line, as long as I shine, I'ma have all these haters going blind. Yes, I'ma crash out, I never crash. Right to the top, I'll be there in a flash. I'm getting tired of living this fast life, but I'm still putting my foot on the gas.
I'm from the pines. This is for that southern pride. Hard to kill and hard to find. Country folks are gon' survive from a badass bloodline. You know I'm from the pines. The pines. This is for that southern pride. Pride. Hard to kill and hard to find. Country folks are gon' survive from a badass bloodline. Yeah, you know I'm from the pines. Know I'm from the pines. Yeah, you know I'm from the pines.
Are you gonna let me be in the video, bro? God damn, man. I put my shirt on, got dressed up, bought a hat today.
You ain't from the fucking
Shit, man,
pines.
I'm from the pine, dog.
All right, welcome back to the podcast, Two Protects One, and we're back. All right, we're back with a special episode tonight. We're here with TJ Sanders. We're here with Big Mendo. We're back with 2 of the 3 members from River Mud Records. I know Rog Wax, he had some internet issues tonight. No big deal. We're still going to chop it up. We're going to listen to some music, talk and bullshit. So without any more from me, I'll bring up TJ Sanders and Big Mendo. Let's go.
What up? What up?
What up, fellas? All right.
What's up?
So we've been bullshitting a little bit behind the scenes, you know, talking and bullshitting. I'll say this. I think, you know, just to come out the gate with it, you know, as far as like what put me, I'll say this, like with Big Mendo. I'll start with Big Mendo. Like, I remember when that track Alabama came out.
Down in Alabama, yeah.
Down in Alabama. So I was like, man, I started listening to it. I was like, damn, dude, who's this? And I was like, all right, you know, I listened to that. I was like, that shit was dope. And then I heard TJ Sanders, and I'm like, okay. So, and then I started bullshitting with you a little bit on Instagram, you know, so.
Right.
You know, I think, you know, as far as that goes, that was like what put you guys on my radar as far as that, you know, as a reactor. But yeah, those two tracks were dope. Like what was the TJ Sanders one I thought that I liked? I can't remember what it was called. It was Grind in Silence. That's what it was. Grinding in Silence. That shit was dope.
Yeah, that's a banger, bro.
Yeah. So welcome to the podcast, man. I figured we'd just chop it up,
bro.
bullshit a little bit.
Hell yeah. I'm down to bullshit. We've been doing a lot of bullshitting. Shit, bro. Let's get it, bro. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Two
so
Protects
I know,
One, the first person to get just me and TJ on the panel, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll say
it's the first time we've been on a panel together, Mendo.
Is it?
I think so. I'm pretty sure. Pretty positive.
Man, I'll take your word for it. I'll take your word for it.
I don't go on a lot of panels, bro. So I'm pretty sure on that.
Yeah.
See, I feel like I've been, or no, it's because I've been on panels and I've seen you in chat or they'll bring you up in conversation or something like that. It's got my brain spun.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I wish Raj could be here. Raj is a dope artist too. He's got a lot of good songs, sitting in the canon waiting to go. Awesome dude. He's more in TJ's pocket than anything, man. Like I can't wait for Raj and TJ to get a song knocked out because I'm telling you, it's gonna be something. It's gonna be a force to be reckoned with, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know much about him. I don't think I've heard any of his music, but I'm gonna look him up. He goes by Rog Wax now, but he had some other name too, right?
It was Kid Trips.
Trips, yeah.
Kid Trips, yeah. Because somebody said that to me in my chat last night. I'm like, I guess I don't know.
Yep.
So
He's trying to transition the name a little bit, which is understandable because
he's dope, bro. He's another one that he raps really well and he sings really well too, and he's got a good like mental compass of like melody and things like that. So yeah, he's talented as fuck.
he's got well, you may have heard the song "Angels and Outlaws" that he has with FJ, where it's like, I was raised by an outlaw. My sister was my angel.
I don't think I've heard that one. And that's the thing. I haven't heard a whole lot of FJ's music. I've heard a little bit here and there, but that's another artist I really need to dig into a little bit.
FJ is like I feel like if you're just a true country rap fan, you're always gonna like FJ. But if you're coming like outside looking in, FJ is definitely an acquired taste because his voice has got so much oomph behind it and power and everything. Some people like it, some people don't. I love FJ's music, man. His one Hurt People, that motherfucking song right there is a heater, dude.
Yeah, that track's dope as fuck.
By far my favorite.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, man. He put out a song. I think it was about 3-4 weeks ago. But he was a feature in it. Well, they were all together. They put out that track called White Boys. I thought that shit was dope. They had like FJ, Rocky Luciano, Shaka Hustle Main, Bez Believe, Forgiano Blow.
Yeah, bro. That's a lineup right there.
Yeah.
I was picking on Shaka. I was like, damn, Shaka done moved to Florida, man.
Shit, my bad. I say Meezus because Meezus was in there too. So.
Oh, yeah, Meezus was on there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I want Meezus. He got that yellow. I can't remember what kind of car it is, but he got that fucking bright ass yellow drop top sports car. Fuck, man. I want to ride in it just one time, bro. Just stomp the gas down one time with me in the passenger seat. That's all I'm asking.
Yeah. Meezus is a dope artist,
Forgiano Blow, I'm trying to drive the Rolls Royce once with some dirty boots on. Let me do it, please.
I gotta take you for a ride in the G8, bro. Let you feel what a real car feels like.
I'll tell you, he's been telling me this shit too, bro. He's like, I got to take you for a spin in that motherfucker, dog. But as soon as I get to his house, we get on that fucking business ASAP.
Yeah.
I don't even make it in his gate, actually. I make it halfway into his gate, and I've already got a camera out. I'm like, you ready to do this shit? And he's like, yeah, you right. Shit, I'm waiting on you.
Yes. So, TJ, who shot your latest video?
My wife.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought you guys like were pretty independent and like you guys had your own people that shot the videos. She did a damn good job. That shit was dope.
That was our first
Absolutely.
time. That was our first time. So we had so when I first started out, like a lot of the videos, let's see, first video I put out was Too Proud. I shot that with a local video guy. And he used whatever camera it was that he had. It wasn't like a super fancy one, but it was, I guess, good enough. He's really dope with editing though. So he ended up doing that video, the Too Proud video, and then the next two videos being the one and Bet on Me with Big Murph. We shot that with my homie's camera. My homie had bought a Black Magic camera, which is a really nice camera, and we used our camera and then, or his camera, and then Buddy that edited Too Proud done the editing on those other two videos. Well, then the editing guy kicked rocks. I'll just say that. I'm not gonna get into all that, but he kicked rocks, and then it was just me and the homie. So the homie, Too Tall, shot. Which ones was next? He shot Grinding in Silence, and then I done the editing. He shot Forgive Me, I done the editing, and then he shot From the Pines, I done the editing, and then Too Tall decided to kick rocks, and I bought my own camera, and that was the first video. My wife held the camera for me.
Yes, sir.
Looking like Upchurch over here. Don't nobody want to hang out with me. But anyway.
You're running everybody off.
Yeah.
Shit, man. I hate to even say it, but TJ don't run shit off. They just run off, man. Yeah, like TJ ain't doing nothing.
Well, see, there's a difference, bro, because like if I was already a successful artist, it would be easy to get people to hang around and do the things. But we're in the trenches right now. You know what I'm saying? Like we're doing a lot of work, dedicating a lot of time that makes us $0. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And in hopes that we reach the light at the end of the tunnel. And you got to have people around you that believe in you. You know what I'm saying? That and I think that's really what it boils down to. Also, it's hard to find people that want to be involved with this that are not involved with this for their own reasons, being like they're also an artist or something like that, you know, and then, you know, you have to wonder if there's jealousy or something that comes into play and those kinds of things, man, you know, when one person gets a little bit more emotion than the other or whatever, and it just, you know, people fall out and they jump off the train, man. It's you know, it's a demanding thing. Like I know there's a lot of local artists around me, bro, that claim that they work hard and they claim that they do this and every year this is my year, and they say all these things. You hear this, so you get in a room with another artist and the first thing that comes out their mouth is how they're about to take over and they're going to do all they talk up their fucking dreams. But when it comes down to the nitty gritty and what it takes to really put in the work and really learn what you got to do to really get somewhere, they don't have the work ethic. They think they do, but they don't show up when it's time. You know what I'm saying? They got something else a lot less fucking important going on. And
it's not made to be a daily priority for them. It's not, you know, they don't wake up and as soon as their feet hit the floor, they're trying to think of a new promo, think of a new hook, think of, you know, write a verse up or something, you know, like every waking second. It's really like an addiction, bro. It's an addiction because you'll try to take a break from it and then you'll catch yourself slipping like in, you know, like, damn, I want to go record this, or while you're taking a break, you'll start thinking about bars in your head or something like that and want to write it down. You know, it's hard to escape it if you want it for real. Yeah. Like if you're really dedicated and you have the discipline, that's the other thing. It's not a cakewalk at all. Like not even in the slightest, man. There's a lot of stressful days. There's a lot of days where it's like you're pulling your fucking hair out, trying to figure this out, trying to organize this and doing a million things at one time. But eventually you get lost in it, bro. I don't know about TJ. I'll speak for me. I get lost in it. Like sometimes I'll get stressed and I'll take maybe a day or two. And then when I come back to it, it's just like a fresh breath. You know, like I feel reawoken and re-energized and I'm ready to hit the game again.
Yeah, but it's definitely the same for me. I mean, you gotta eat, breathe, and sleep this shit, man. You know what I mean? Like I mean, I wake up in the morning and it's one of the first things I think about. Like I'm checking analytics. I'm doing this. Like I'm trying to think of ideas on the way to work. I mean, it never stops. You know what I'm saying? It's like always, even while I'm juggling everything else life involved. If there's something I'm trying to figure out, like it helps a lot. Like me and Mendo will just hop on FaceTime and like even if it's while I'm working, we'll just be talking through things. We might not even get nowhere that day, but some days, just through us talking and bullshitting while I'm working or whatever, like we'll have a fucking idea and be like, oh, we should do this. You know what I mean? And it's just like it's just being connected and knowing that we're both living mentally in that space of trying to think of like what we're doing with our music careers. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to build something. Like
it's also good, man, because you got an accountability partner. You know what I mean? Like if your boy is slowing up, or you're like, hey, bro, are you good? Like you know what's going on? But then it's also like usually I'll call TJ every day, once a day, right, or every other day, just so that we can stay on top. You know, stay on top of everything, stay on subjects. You know, stay the course, whatever. But it's like one of those things where if he ain't feeling it that day, I'm gonna make him like I'm gonna make him get up and do it anyway, or at least try. You know what I'm saying? And then if I'm in a spot where I'm like, fuck this, I don't want to do this shit anymore. You know, because there's days like that. TJ will tell me the same thing, like tighten the fuck up, bro. You got it. Like just stop thinking so much. You know.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I mean, I know it's completely different from what you guys do, but it's kind of like that with making content on the internet too. Like as far as like reactions and like you know, putting out new content, thinking of new ideas and stuff. Like you know, you got to constantly be thinking about, especially with a bunch of different other reaction channels out there. As far as like, you know, you got other people to compete with. And you want to be friendly with everybody. Like I'm friends with a bunch of different people. I'm actually doing a collab with a different reactor tomorrow. But you know, but yeah, I can't even imagine some of the stuff you guys do as far as like editing. Like I fucking hate editing. Like that's why you see like my shorts and shit. My shorts are just shorts, bro. I don't edit and add shit because I don't like doing it because it's so time consuming. So, like, editing a music video, I couldn't even think about that shit. That's crazy.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. You can, there's one artist in the genre that could have really benefited from this piece of information right here. If you take care of your people will take care of you.
Yeah.
And if you're taking care of the right people are going to be taking care of you. So in that, it's like my wife is my videographer. She does a little bit of graphic design, but she's mainly like she went to school for photography. So I've got that in the pocket, and all I got to do is, as long as my wife's happy, I'm good. We're good. And it's one of those things where you have to make sure you're treating your people right, because if they fuck you over anyway, then you know who was in the wrong 110%. Like your conscience is clear, you understand that you were taking care of them and everything, and they was on some bullshit. But if
so what you're really saying to me is that my wife needs to learn how to make sandwiches and edit my videos. That's what you're saying.
I mean, man, the analogy can go 1,000 ways. Shit, I mean, I can't.
I've tried to give.
I can't say. I feel like that'll put me in a bad spot. I don't want to meet your wife one day and she want to strangle me.
Nah, she's cool. Nah, I've tried to get her to do like reactions with me and shit. She don't want no part of it, bro. Like she's like, nah.
Yeah,
like, all right.
I had to talk her. My wife was the woman that was in the skit that me and TJ did, where TJ was walking and shit, and I had to talk her into it in the car. I was like, hey, so you're fixing to be on camera. It's not a conversation. I need you to be enthusiastic. And then I just got the fuck out. I didn't give her time. I didn't, like, that's how I do things.
And she did a great job too, bro.
Yeah, she did good. She did good. But that's what I'm saying. The pressure helps.
Because that bitch is going. Like, it's doing good, man. But yeah, as far as that goes, man, like, there's a lot of people, I guess, that do things within this industry, if you want to call it, whether it be like reactions, YouTube, anything like content creation, anything on the internet, right? Like there's a lot of people that do that and they have like their immediate partner, their wife, husband, whatever, that help them with that. But and those people I would say like are blessed. Like Mendo is definitely blessed to have
Absolutely.
a wife that is as deep into it and as dedicated as she is, because like my wife, she's she supports me wholeheartedly. She knows when we started dating when we was kids basically. I was a rapper then. So she's not like shied away from the fact that I'm a rapper. You know what I mean? But when I decided a year or two ago that I was going to like give this a real go, she's fully supported. At the same time, uh, we have a lot of other things going on just in regular life that doesn't exist on this internet. She's works just as hard, if not harder, than I do at trying to help us build a comfortable life. She's trying to get a PhD right now. So her schedule is so crazy, and she works full time just like I work full time. So her schedule is so crazy, and my schedule is so crazy. I spend every spare minute that I have away from taking care of our daughter and away from running my business to work on my music or do something dedicated to music. A lot of times that boils down to a few hours a week that I can dedicate to it. So I've got to maximize my my productivity in that short window. And it's the same for her. She works full time. Every spare minute she has, she's at school basically, doing homework or assignments or research papers or you name it, watching videos on whatever her class has assigned her in meetings or whatever. She just done a summer camp, for autistic kids down at I think South Alabama University down in Mobile. She was gone for like a week. Like she stays busy, man. So like it's hard. Like I really want to be pushing out videos and stuff, every 2 weeks, like a lot of these guys are doing, and I struggle to get one out a month just because that's just the situation, But
Yeah.
we make stuff happen, and she's willing to help all she can. But I would never. She has so much on her plate. I would never just be like, "Hey, I need you to learn how to edit these videos for me too, so that I can just hermit crab out in this studio and just work on music all the time." Like there's just, reality just doesn't allow that.
Right.
So, but there's other people that have a little bit more freedom and they have, spouses or significant others that are, down and have the time to be that dedicated. And those people are extremely, extremely lucky, because with the people that have like flaked out around me since I started this already, I was excited when she agreed to like shoot some videos with me, because if there's anybody I can count on, it's her. You know what I mean? And
Facts. Yeah.
so
That one
that
ain't
just
going.
gave me some like peace of mind on it. Really, it's just a matter of like making room in the schedule. And so like
at least I know she ain't gonna fucking duck off and run. Yeah.
right,
Hell yeah.
right.
I feel the same way, dude. Because I experienced that shit way early. I don't know, I would say TJ experienced it pretty early too. Like I like it was before anybody really knew who I was. But I had somebody just like immediately trying to claim credit for everything that I had done, which wasn't shit at the time, by the way. It was like fucking 4,000 views at best. And I was like, the fact that you're trying to like little bro me over 4,000 views really says something about you, and the fact that I need you away from me. Like I don't need that kind of shit around me. And then obviously you want to take credit early on, so I'm not gonna be owned,
Yeah.
And that's part of the reason why River Mud Records and River Mud Mafia and all that is set up the way it is. Like, nobody's signed to shit. TJ's not signed to me. I'm not signed to TJ. Rog ain't signed to us. It's a group of guys that are using their abilities and their talents to work together, which is something that a lot of people are struggling with. And but it works, dude. Like I have a lot of aspects in my music that at first TJ, he was like, it sounds good, but it's not my deal. And then, but it's like you learn to why people like it. It's got a certain unique sound, or it's got a certain bounce or a certain rhythm, or they have a certain cadence with their vocals, or it could just be as simple as their accent too, just like their voice.
Yeah.
But we're just like helping each other, man, and we're trying to get back to the music, and that's
I'll say this, like as far as like the promos you guys have been doing here lately, like with TJ, and then you did your little promo today with the girl that looked like a refrigerator. But I think those promos are dope. Like when you do stuff like that.
That was TJ's idea, bro.
Like,
Shout out to TJ.
Yeah, you add a little bit of comedy to it or something that grabs people's attention. You know, I mean, I think it's going to generate eyes towards that direction. And I know that shit's funny. Is that the one about the rave and then the fridge one? And I know TJ's had some funny ones before that too, but yeah, shit's hilarious.
Well, yeah, when I got done filming the one, and I said, I showed it to my wife because I like to get second opinions. And she was like, "Don't you think that's a little rough? Like that's really, really not." It rubbed me the wrong way. And I was like, "Okay, so I'm gonna send it to my friend and see what he thinks." And even my buddy was like, "That I feel like that was pushing it a little bit. That was just like out of pocket. You didn't have to do that shit."
I don't know. I don't know. I mean,
I loved it though. I loved it. I thought it was a great cutoff. That's my kind of comedy, man. Just a simple cutoff.
I was gonna say, my comedy's kind of out there. Like as far as like, I don't know. I make fun of a bunch of different groups of people, but people make fun of me too. So it's like, whatever.
I make fun of people, places, but I do it ethically. Okay, like don't nobody try to do no fucking what do they call it? I ain't no racist or nothing. Don't try to fucking pin no story on me and shit. But like, dude, I'm just saying,
be hitting me up.
I've heard some jokes about some certain major events that made me fucking fall into the floor laughing, and I just couldn't help it. I couldn't help it.
Yeah, the thing is like for some reason Instagram's got me in some kind of algorithm, like in my shorts.
Oh god, dude, like, Instagram's ruthless.
My shorts is like either shorts about like racism, fat people, or midgets. I don't know why, but it's like almost every video. I'm like, dude, you're killing me, bro. Like, I'm not like searching out midgets in my
right. No, you know? It's every once in a while, man. Every once in a while, I'll come across a certain specimen that is only seen in dude. I'm telling you, like. You know, you see a TikTok video where they're like singing to the song, but it's like, damn, I ain't even gonna say that. It's a certain specimen of people where it's like they get on that fucking camera with all the confidence in the world, and I don't know how they do it, but fucking all the power to them because I cannot, man.
Yeah.
Y'all will never catch me dancing in any way, shape, or form. I would be throwing my horns. Very simple.
You ain't gonna do no Diddy dancing?
Hell no.
What the fuck?
No,
what
sir.
What the fuck, man?
No, sir.
Look, I got a homie that is like a professional TikToker. Like, when I say professional, I mean like 7 million followers on TikTok. Gets paid, real life. All he does is content creation. He goes around, he does anything from food reviews to skits to like you name it, bro. And his style is so, it's not even the type of content that I really watch or like sometimes. Some of his stuff is really funny to me. And of course, now that I know him personally, like I get it a lot more, but like at first I was just like, it's just not the type of guy that I would be like subscribed to, like his content or whatever. But dude makes a killing, dude, and that's all he does. He wakes up every day and he's just constantly, his mind is just always there. He sees the opportunity to make a funny video or some sort of skit or something, and he just does it. He does it effortlessly. He'll tell me the idea of what we're going to do. I've helped him shoot a bunch, and I'm like, that's corny as fuck. And he's like, just shoot, just hold the camera. And he does it, and then 3 million views on TikTok, and he's getting paid. I'm like, God dang, dude. So it's like, you kind of almost got to be like shameless with it. You know what I mean? And just not give a fuck and just try.
Well, it's like, because how can you talk shit about somebody that's making fun of themselves and getting paid for it?
Yeah. Oh, and not only he ain't just getting paid, bro. He's getting.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm talking about? He's getting paid, cuz. Like, paid.
Cause I don't have it in me to get up on a camera and act like, I can't do it.
Somebody, yeah, like my kids watch this. My two boys, they watch this YouTube channel, and it's like from this game. I think it's like, man, I can't remember what the Poppy Playtime or some game or whatever. But there's this family that reenacts the game, and they all dress up like their whole like they I don't know, they must have bought like a warehouse or
Like in
something.
real life?
And yeah, they reenact the game like not like hurt each other or anything, but like they basically make the game come to real life. Corniest shit I've ever seen in my life. But they're like making millions of dollars a year. I'm like, I can't really hate on it. Yeah.
I mean, bro, yeah, the hustle's a hustle. Shit, man.
Yeah.
It's an idea I didn't have.
Yeah.
Shit, man, that's interesting. You know, that's why I have a lot of respect for Justin. Is man, that motherfucker right there is a marketing fool. He's an insane businessman, bro. Like, he knows what he's doing. He's got his shit on lockdown. And I've even told him myself. I was like I'm trying to learn from you. So don't be shocked if I start taking little bits and pieces and learning some things. And then TJ's boy, I did he help with? No, he didn't. I don't think. But TJ's boy has given TJ some advice that he's brought to the table, and it's like that's why the group that's the whole point of the group, man. It's just like he's got knowledge that I don't. I have knowledge that Raj don't. Raj has knowledge that he don't, and we're all just helping each other, man. It's it's a beautiful fucking thing because we getting it done.
You talking about famous?
No, not famous. Buddy works at your shop.
I don't know what you're talking about. They don't really have much to do. I mean, like, if you're talking about Quay, the dude that I was talking about that does TikTok, he's up at the shop, but he don't work with us or nothing.
Oh, okay.
But
yeah, I'm talking about that dude. Like, cause TJ, I think it was the Just in Time one where he was like, "Where was your glove on that one?" That shit was funny as fuck, bro. And then Justin was like, "This is dope. Keep doing it." And then everybody really said it. And
that was my first time just kind of like fucking around with the skits and stuff, and I was just like, after I'd done a couple along those lines, a couple that were kind of intertwined with the trolling and the drama and the bullshit that's going on, I was really just trying to like make fun of it as a whole, like not even like pick a side or anything, just like this whole shit's funny. I don't give a fuck who's fighting. If y'all are both face to face, I don't give a fuck if Church is standing next to Adam and I'm over in the crowd, I'm gonna be the motherfucker in the background. Bet you won't hit him, bitch. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna be his shit. Like that shit's all funny to me. Like, what are y'all doing, bro? So that's how I was doing those skits, kind of from that perspective. Like, I'm gonna just kind of poke fun at anybody and everybody, and there's certain characters that are involved in this that I know can take the joke and they'll get a laugh out of it. If you're the type that's like completely out of it, I'm not gonna fucking pick at you and bring you into some shit. But like, you know what I mean? Like, I just want to make kind of a joke about the whole thing and then redirect it to the music. That's what I've done on every one of those. And then after dropping like just my reels and stuff with the snippets of the music videos, I just realized, like, number wise, analytics wise, like those skits and those little kind of baity type reels, they pull more attention, they gain more followers, they gain more views, they, you know what I'm saying, they get more love, they get more engagement. So yeah, we just got to figure out how to mix the two better. And that's what I was telling him last night. We had a phone conversation about that. I was like, I feel like it's just supposed to happen this way. Like, we got one good skit that we got off that done really well. And I think in the future, we'll definitely come up with more as the ideas come. And eventually, once we get really good at this and really good at this, when both of these things are effortless, we'll be able to put them together and we'll be able to do those skits and intertwine it with the music and direct it to the music and make it about the music and gain like like a real organic following and fan base with it. It'll be a really helpful tool. And it's just a matter of time. Like we just got to get there. And as hard as we work and as consistent as we've been, like it's happening. I don't know if it'll be 2 months from now, 6 months from now, a year from now, but it'll happen.
Well, I mean, it like the way it started too is just like we was just going back and forth, bro. Just like talking to like just cackling and talking about like, bro, what if fucking this, talking about music videos and shit like that. And then TJ had the idea, and I was like, I mean, do it. And that motherfucker did it, and that shit was fucking hilarious. And then he did it again and again and again, and it, like, I give it to TJ any day, bro, because I was like, I'll do funny videos, but I didn't really think about mixing the advertising into the comedy aspect of it. You know what I mean? But he nailed that shit. Cause like, I mean, TJ was the director of the one that's going crazy right now. Like that was all him, bro. That was all his idea. And we did. He was not lying. I've had people ask me today. It was shot with a fucking phone.
Mm-hmm.
It was shot with a phone. I mean,
that's what these other people don't realize. Like, look, if there's any other like artists in here watching, like, bro, don't be bummed out if you don't have an expensive camera, because I just posted about this shit yesterday, dog. Like, I've got videos, dude. I swear to God, I spent $3,000 fucking dollars on my camera, my lenses. I've still got more stuff to buy for my camera. Before it's all said and done, I'll have who knows how much money in a camera setup to be able to shoot our music videos. But I've gotten more love, gained more. I ain't gonna say gained more followers, more subs or anything. But as far as a short goes, I have definitely gained more off of that shit shot off my cell phone. I mean, it's an iPhone 15, and I mean, they have really good cameras. They have a cinematic mode. There's a bunch of people out there shooting music videos on iPhones, man. Just get on YouTube and type in music video shot on iPhone 15 and watch the results come up, and then watch how dope it looks. It's really in the editing, bro. Like, and that's something that you can learn just from YouTube, bro. Like that's another thing, man. Like I feel like some people they'll dive deep into this and they'll want to do this, and when they realize all the things that come with it, it's like I was telling Mendo this the other night. I was like, bro, sometimes I get overwhelmed because it's like, damn, I just figured out one more thing that I've got to learn, like one more craft. Like it's not just like making the music is such a small part of it. You know what I'm saying? A year ago, I started by like trying to get good at making music or get better at making music.
Yeah, it's like you're building the steps to the ladder that you're climbing. Like
but it's also like you got to learn to enjoy like the adventure of the climb. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
You gotta learn to like fall in love with the process and like be able to see that like, okay, this is the stage that we're at now. This is what we're focusing on now. But eventually, when all this shit comes together, like it's gonna all pay off in the end, man. And you gotta start it with the music, and then it's like I remember there was a phase where I spent most of my time studying and learning how to mix and master. I've been successful. That's a thing. That's a craft that you never quit learning at. I came to that conclusion. Some of them I outsource, like Dub 3030. He'll do a lot of mix and masters for me. Or if I get one right and I feel okay with it, I'll send it. Like Grinding in Silence, Forgive Me, Plenty More. Those 3 songs were my mixes. I've done the mix and master on those songs myself. But a lot of other ones are done by Dub. And, it's just like I learned that part. Then it's the video part. Okay, now I got to learn how to edit videos. You know what I'm saying? Then now the skits. And then now, there's just so many different aspects of it, man. But there's nothing that you can't learn with a simple Google search or YouTube. And I don't know if I've ever said this on a live before, but, bro, I feed my family because of YouTube. Not from making money because YouTube pays me, but I tint windows professionally, and I taught myself how to tint windows from YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I didn't pay for a class. I didn't go to a class. I didn't work at a tint shop. I didn't have nobody hold my hand and show me the craft. I searched it, and on the weekends I tinted my own vehicles, my friends' vehicles for fun, trial and error. Granted, the people that you're learning from on YouTube are always going to make it look easier than it is. You know what I'm saying? You got to thug it out, do the trial and error, get the muscle memory. You know what I'm saying? Get the repetition down, and eventually you'll get there. And I got there, and then I went to work for myself. So like, you know, YouTube is honestly like one of the greatest things invented. If there's anything you want to learn, you can learn it there. You just got to have the drive and the ambition and the motivation to want to do it, and the discipline to stick to it.
Yeah, that discipline's the biggest thing, man, because it's not ever gonna be peaches and cream all the time. So even on the bad days, even on the days you really don't fucking want to do it, you don't even want to think about doing it, you need to get the fuck up and do it anyway.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I know there's a few times where like shit'll break down on my car, and I'm like, I'll look at YouTube, and there's like, it's like very specific down to the year, the model. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, you know, at least somebody did it on the internet. I'll be able to look at it while I'm doing. Not saying I won't fuck it up anyways, but you know, there's been a few times where I fixed my car just from videos on the internet. But I did also look at a video. I mean, I think it was like 3-4 weeks ago. I think it was when Hicker Billy put out his diss track. It was called something like "Safety's Off" or some shit like that. I was like, dude, I'm gonna look up like some videos on YouTube, and I'm gonna learn how to rap, and then I'm gonna put out my diss track. I was just fucking around, but you know, there was all kind like when I looked it up, there was like all kinds of shit on there. I'm like, damn, man, there's people out here that really thought about this shit. Like, I'm gonna teach this sorry ass dude how to rap real quick.
Well, the thing is, people create those videos because they know how to like break it down. Like I could break down certain aspects of rapping and like explain it. I've got a video on my channel like from forever ago when I first started it, and I ain't gonna say forever ago because I just started a channel like a year ago. But when I was first starting out, I done like a little video when the beef first started and people were arguing about who's a better rapper and all this. I was like, I don't think y'all understand how many different aspects come into rapping and why it's so subjective. And I broke all that down, like all the little tools that are in the tool belt of a rapper. And like, you know, some rappers are really good at cadence and delivery. Some rappers are really good at the punchline. Some rappers are really good at rhyme schemes. Some rappers are really good at the entendres and all the, you know what I'm saying? You got Eminem type rappers, you got Future type rappers. Both of those rappers are very successful. They're two different types of guys and two different skill sets. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, there's a lot to it, but I do feel like with something like art, any form of art, I do feel like a certain amount of it does need to be somewhat instinctual, because I've watched videos like that where guys break down like the mathematical technical side of a verse, of like a Eminem verse, and they're like, you know, they break it down so technical with the rhyme scheme and the beat that it's hitting on, and it's hitting on this snare and yada 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 and all this, and it's just like, bro, I promise you, I guarantee you, I'll bet my left nut, Eminem did not calculate any of that shit in his head when he wrote that, bro. He just wrote it. He just knew. He just felt where it needed to land. You know what I'm saying? Like, so much of it is instinctual, I feel like.
Yeah.
And I have zero instincts when it comes, like, I will never be a rapper, let's put it that way. You'll never hear one of my songs. Like, it's just fucking with it. I'm like, dude, there's a lot to it. Like, you know, as far as, like, I don't think people understand, like, putting out I mean, you can put out a trash ass rap song. I mean, there's a lot of people that do it, but like to put out a good one that sounds good, that has a good rhyme scheme, makes fucking sense. I mean, there's a lot of shit out there that, you know, some people put out shit that don't really make sense either. Like, as far as, I don't know. There's some trash ass shit.
If you're just going for views and attention and comments, and you don't care what those comments say, you could just make it as shitty as possible. Look as awkward as possible on camera. Look as
that's facts, dude. He's spitting game.
As much as you could, as awkward as you can look on camera, is the more you look like you don't belong there, bro, the better. And they will flood your comments with hate, and you'll go viral before another motherfucker that's good at music that is just doing what he's supposed to do, that looks like he belongs there. I'm telling you, bro, I see it all the time.
Like, I don't know if I've heard of Ice JJ Fish.
People go viral for cringy ass songs all the
Yeah,
time.
man. But you're still. I mean, like as an artist, like it doesn't matter good or bad. Like you're still, people are still seeing it and they're interacting with it and all this stuff. So it's like, shit, bro. You know, if that's your hustle, that's your hustle.
You know, I made a rap video, right?
You did. What's it called? What's the title?
Nah, me and my like when that shit come out, doing rapping. I was in my office one day and I was working. All right, I was sitting with my daughter, or my daughter came up and I was sitting in my office and my son had been in my office like earlier that day and there was like a little inflatable donkey on the floor and I was like, you know what? I had this fucking idea. So I decided to do like a parody track of Upchurch. And I grabbed the donkey and like some sunglasses and a fucking toy sword and made like I got on what was it? What is that? Chat GPT and did like a AI rap lyrics and like picked the first. It was like trash. It was bad. It was supposed to be though. It was like a parody. I like doing like I don't know if you guys knew this, but I spent like fucking 8 minutes talking to a toy microphone, acting like I was Upchurch tweaking in a closet or some shit. Like as
When
far
was
as like
this? Was
parody
it like
shit.
I
early
didn't
on
see
when the
that
shit
one,
first
but I
started
seen-
going down?
Yeah, it was like a little bit. It was like a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah,
shit, dude. Yeah, well, you know, I hate it because, man, that man went after me on Chop's panel, bro. And
Yeah. I
It's a
didn't
damn
see that.
shame.
Did he like literally, was he in the chat?
it's like, bro,
Or was-
I've been in at it. And Chop touched on this last night, bro, and I'm glad he did. I've been in at it. I know what spiraling looks like. I've been
Yeah.
there. And like I know what I'm looking at. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where the proof is just in the pudding that you're looking at. You're looking at it and ignoring, or maybe you're not seeing it. But for somebody who's been through exactly what he's going through right now, I'm certain it's. I mean, I hate it for him, and I really feel bad for him, honestly, because it's you know, he don't really have any real friends around him, bro. He don't have anybody
Yeah.
that's telling him like he needs to get his shit together and really on his ass, like, you know, fuck the repercussions or consequences, you know. It's a damn shame, bro. Honestly.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm very like kind of like torn between laughing at it and sad about it and disappointed in the whole thing. If I'm being honest, bro, because like, I mean, I'll keep it a buck, and motherfuckers can hate me all they want to, but like, Church was artist wise, as far as like listening to music in this lane in this circle, to me, he was. I mean, he was him, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, there was certain things about him that was an acquired taste that I had to adjust to initially. Like the first time I heard him, I didn't like him. But then he grew on me, and I was like, "Nah, this dude is like super talented. There's not a lot of people that can do what he does, bro." And I feel like the spot he was in was rightfully his. And then I feel like he's throwing it all away. I'm not gonna be the guy that is gonna say that, you know, he's on drugs and all that, because I don't know. But I do know this. I've seen it happen in my family, and Triple T spoke on this. Like, when you reach a certain age, like, men are more uh like, your chances of having like some sort of like mental break or something, or like increase at a certain age. And if you just look at it for what it is, that dude has been super successful from a pretty young age now. Like, he's been
Absolutely,
successful
yeah.
for a long time. I'm not saying that everything that has crumbled around, all the people that has screwed him over, I'm not saying that every one of those scenarios was bullshit. I think a good chunk of them were probably real, and he probably has dealt with a lot of shit, and he probably has a right to be fucking paranoid, and he has a right to be uh you know, to trust himself over others and trust his judgment over others if he feels like he is the one that got himself to where he is. I feel like he has almost every right to feel the way he is, but he's gone overboard with it, and he has
Yeah.
overstepped, and no one has corrected him on it, and he is just like running loose right now. Like, fuck everybody, fuck y'all ain't me, I know what I'm talking about. And it's just like, I think he's just got some shit wrong this time, man, and he's just went like way overboard with it, and maybe had the stress has maybe just gotten to him, bro. Like that's what I feel like, man, because I already get stressed out. Don't nobody know who the fuck I am, but I just know like
Yeah, I know
just
that's real.
just juggling my daily stuff and you know trying to plan what we're doing next and keep up. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to keep up with the game, like just trying to be competitive in it is like it's a lot of work and it's a lot of stress, man. I can only imagine like being at that level how much more stressful it gets, man. And you know like I feel bad if I'm being honest. Like I just wish that we could rewind and just go back to the way it was because
No,
originally
yeah, that part, man. That part.
like this genre looked really like a fucking oasis for people like us, you know what I mean, that you know we you know grew up the way we grew up and you gotta think, bro, we're all in a generation that grew up on rap and country music. You know what I'm saying? And I grew up a little bit country and I listened to a lot. I was the black sheep in my family that listened to the rap music. Most of my family didn't. You know what I'm saying? So, like, my family's as redneck as they freaking come. And it's just like I was the black sheep on that. But I still enjoy, like, a lot of those family values, those morals, and all that type of stuff. I'm still that guy. You know what I'm saying? So, like, to see a lane like this, when you see a lane over here where all they want to do is fuss, fight, argue, and shoot at each other and take each other's lives and all this controversy and all this shit over here, and then you got this lane over here that's people that were raised more similar to you and share more similar values to you, and they look like they're all friends and they're all working together and they're all doing the same shows and they're all collaborating and all that. Like it looks like an oasis. Like these are my people. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you just, and then to like the moment I started, and then all the shit starts crumbling. It's like, man, you know, and now you feel like you gotta like be like a deer in the headlights, bro. Like the squirrel in front of your car don't know which way he's gonna go. Like you gotta pick a side. You gotta, and it's just bullshit. Like it's just bullshit. It's sad.
Well, because it's not about the music anymore. It's about the bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, but and see, here's the thing. Like, I remember where it came from. Like, because when I was young, the first country rap song that I heard was the original Hit Life. Then the next one I heard was "Kicking It in Tennessee" by Smoke. And then not too long after that, Demon Jones popped up, Upchurch popped up, Redneck Soldiers popped up. The Outlaw Dipper guy, he popped up. Like it was a bunch of people popped. Big Chuck. It was a lot of people just like popping in and doing shit. But when Church came, and then he, you know, a lot of people followed suit. Like it was a indestructible lineup. It was Adam, Church, Justin. Like they had their Demon, Struggle, Jelly. Like, dude. And then all it took was one person to just spiral out.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I've had my issues with the guy online or whatever. He's made a few videos about me. I've made a shit ton about him. I've pretty much.
You talking about Cashville?
No, not Cashville. I seen his chats. I ain't worried about him. I'm talking about Upchurch. You know, I've done my fair shit, like back and forth, and I've made a ton of shit against him. But in all honesty, I would, you know, I'd like to see some kind of redemption. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't wish the guy like any like ill. Like, I don't want the guy to like die or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not the type of person I am.
Right.
You know,
no, man. He's just got to right his wrongs. Like when he gets to a place where he can admit to his doings, that's growth. Yeah. Like that's where the growth starts.
I think inevitably that's got to come, bro. And I don't care what side you're on. You like facts are that dude has not been wrong yet. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not saying that he actually hasn't been wrong, but I'm saying like facts are as far as the way that he delivers and shows himself online with him and all his fans, he has not been wrong about one thing ever. Like, and it's just like, get the fuck out of here, bro. That's not
everything he says is
you know what I'm saying? Like that's not real. Like that's not
even if he said something totally different 3 days ago, what he said today is now lying.
Right, and there's been so much proof of the contradiction and the just bald-faced fucking lies that it's just like I don't see how some of these people are just like, and I don't want people to just like dump him as a fan. Here's another thing that people don't understand. And sorry, I'll go off on tangents and never get to the original point, but I just want to say this. People don't understand that when you go to Spotify, bro, and you look at his however many million freaking listeners he's got, then you go watch the drama. Go watch his views on whatever the fuck. Go watch the dramas on Triple T's channel, and it's 1,000, 2,000 out of. There's probably a few thousand people out of these few million fans that actually keep up with this shit. That don't care about the drama. That know nothing about the drama. He's always gonna have his fans. He's always gonna have his following, and so are the other guys. There's still a lot more people that listen to both him and Adam than people that have picked a side. That is a very small percentage of people because y'all are just paying attention to this fucking YouTube community. So it's not like that's not even real life. So
Thanks. Yeah.
I don't know where I was going with that, but I'm just saying. Like,
No, I know where you were going. I sort of know where you were going with it. It's the main thing is like there's several people out there who like they don't give a fuck about this beef. Like they came for the music. It's about the music. That's why we're all here, dude. Is so that we can make some fucking tracks that are gonna play for a long time. You know, like our grandkids are gonna listen to it. You know, making music for the people that we represent and in the lifestyle that we come from, and you know, telling a story, bro. That's all it is. Like it's rap is rhythm and poetry. It's just like you're telling your story over a dope ass beat, pretty much.
Yeah.
And it sounds fucked up too, but I mean that's all you gotta do. But that's what it is.
I just feel like if everybody understood that scope of things, their perspective would change. I mean, that's what I feel like, because I feel like people don't understand the scope. They read comments on this YouTube community where all the drama happens, and on the Instagram where all the drama happens, and they think that that's what it is, and it's not even, you know what I'm saying? It's not even like outside of that. There's a whole nother realm of possibilities, and then you have like these younger artists that look up to Church or look up to Adam or whatever so much, bro. And it's like you don't even realize, like, if you're writing yourself off because of something that's going on with somebody else, like you already lost, cuz. If you don't believe in yourself enough to go get it by yourself, you in the wrong shit. Like you're not I'm not gonna say no names, but I seen a motherfucker pitching a fit on Instagram the other day because Ryan quit and I'm not gonna be able to get a shot now because blah blah blah. Bruh, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like you didn't think you could do it yourself?
Yeah.
Do you not realize how bitch ass that sounds? Sorry, I don't know. I couldn't come up with a more polite way to put it.
Well, I mean, it's like, man, you're allowing yourself
Yeah.
to rely on another man to like, bro, just get it done. Just get it done. Like if you're an artist, you can do that. You're capable. You know what I mean? And if you feel like you're not, bro, it's all about trial and error, practice. Like we all grow. We like as artists, we're out here trying to best ourselves every fucking time.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's
in an independent lane at that. A lane that you motherfuckers want to sit here and brag and talk about. Oh, independent. He's got you independent. You want to scream independent from the fucking rooftops for your boy, but then you mad because he's not going to be around to help you. Well, I thought you were independent, dog. What you mean?
Yeah.
That's not independent. You a coattail slide, motherfucker, man. What you talking about?
Straight up.
Yeah.
Well, and the biggest thing about that also is the fact that Jelly Roll is still vouching. Like I seen a podcast the other day, bro, and he still like he don't show no hate for Ryan. But I'll be damned, bro. I'll be damned if Ryan don't just slander that man, bro. And I don't get it.
Dude.
I don't get it.
Well, that's the one thing. That's the one thing that, like, look, I'll be 100% honest with you. I didn't start following country rap until January of this year. Okay, I knew Adam. I listened to Adam. I found him a long time. Like, I found him like right around the time. It was about a year after Americal, the first album, came out.
Okay.
and I've been listening to him and shit. Thought he was a dope artist, and then him and Tom MacDonald hooked up. That's about as far as I went. You know what I'm saying? And then I like started. I heard a church. I listened to some of his music. I was like, YZ's dope. There's a few other tracks I like, but I wasn't like a fan of his. You know what I'm saying? Well, dude, I spent like 2.5 years like talking politics on a podcast. Okay, that's what the fuck I did. I basically talked politics to nobody. All right, like I had nobody.
All right, I mean,
anyway.
Hey, he's keeping it a buck, man. I respect it, bro. Hey, you got a lot of practicing. Right?
Yeah, well, and that's the thing. Like January happens, Adam puts out that I think it was like a tweaker. It wasn't even a diss track. It was like almost kind of like a bait track. And I like covered it, and then he did like I can't remember what the next one was. I think it might have been Church's Coffin, but he put out that next one. Well, dude, I go live, and I'm like getting all kinds of Creek Squad people, like making threats in my chat, like talking a bunch of shit.
Yeah, they do.
So I was like, you know what? I was like, fuck it, dude. I'm gonna keep going, and here we are. As far as so when people talk about like legends in the game of country rap. I don't know. Like, I'm still learning, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've grown, I will say this, I've grown to love country rap since I've been doing it for this short time. Like, I found a lot of dope artists. Like, I found TJ Sanders, Big Mendo. I've also found Hard Target, fucking Simple Man, Crowny Gambino, Jeff McCool, like, Narcotics. I like Narcotics just in time. So I'm like finding all these new artists in this lane, and it's super dope to watch it. It sucks it had to happen through like all the drama and shit, but it's still.
Well, see, bro, I was a kid listening to this. Like I really grew up on it, and so I watched it. I watched it develop. I remember when it was the Double Wide Boys, and then that wasn't a thing no more. And Smoke went and did his thing. Bottleneck went and did his thing. Brahma went and did his thing, and then Moxon's Creek started going crazy. And then not long after that, it was a couple of songs like "Take Me on Your Buggy" and all this other stuff that was popping off. And then I started seeing Demon, and then I found Big Chuck. Like my top 5 when I was growing up was Demon, Big Chuck, Ryan, Justin, and Brahma Bull, Jeff McCool. But to see what this shit turned into, like I watched it grow like a tree, and then I watched the tree split down the middle.
Yeah.
Like it's fucking crazy, bro. To watch it happen, because I watched it happen and I wasn't rapping, I wasn't making music or anything. But I was watching it all go down, and it was just like, what the fuck? And it was only the beginning, because after I started making the music, that's when Dismiss happened, and I'm like, absolutely stunned. Like every day I wake up, it's another one.
Yeah. Well, I remember you were not like really picking sides or anything in the beginning. You were just kind of like, okay, this is cool. There's some diss tracks coming out, this and that.
No, man, because I really just kept it a buck. Like, because I did, like, Ryan was a heavy influence, and you can hear it in my music. Like, like I like to fucking yell and all kinds of shit. I love doing party music like that. I listened to a lot of Just in Time when I was coming up. And then Brahma Bull is when that banjo kicks in, So, I have a lot of influence from the genre itself, but I was just on a tone like I'm not here for the beef, because I just got here. Like I had no reason to be a part of the beef, and then Ryan like went for me on Chop's panel, so I mean it was up from there, but. The fact that little old me can get the big bad wolf just so upset was just, crazy. It's crazy work.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what the hell happened in that situation? Like, was he just in the chat or whatever?
Man, the first fucking thing he just jumped in the chat, and the first fucking thing he said something about me being gay or a dyke or some fuck shit like that. But he was like bottom left, acting like he didn't know my name. But like it's just little stupid shit. Like I know for a fact that he knows who I am because I literally watched Kurt send him my song and I heard Brian's phone ping. Like, you know what I mean? I have a memory. I'm not an idiot. So
Well, also with that shit, bro, like
he just does shit like that.
that was another thing for me that kind of like I was just like, here we go with this shit because nobody on that side was disrespecting Mendo at all. Mendo was going up on Hickorbilly shit all the time, kicking it with everybody, being neutral ground, all this. It wasn't until, for whatever reason, I don't even think he had a good reason. I don't know. I don't think Mendo said anything before. I could be dead wrong. Mendo can talk some shit, but I'm just saying, like, it wasn't until Church come in there and called him a lesbian that everybody started doing that shit to him. Or not everybody, but that whole side.
And he that's where the Chindo came from and all that other shit.
It all came from Church. He said it first, and then now all of a sudden, Hickorbilly is saying the same shit about Mendo right after he was just on the channel and everything was all cool before. And they're all talking shit about him. Why? Well, because Church is. Because we got to do what Church is doing.
Because that's what sheeps do.
Yeah.
It blows my mind that they don't see it, bro. That they don't, like... never mind, bro. I don't.
Well, I mean, there's got to be a certain... You got to have a certain level of arrogance, you know?
Went off the deep end.
Or what would it be? Maybe narcissism? To just completely disregard what you're doing as you talk shit about doing what you're doing.
Yeah, well, the thing is like the weird shit, like, bro, come on. Like, if Adam does something that I think, like, let's say, I don't hide my bias. Like, I like Adam. He's probably one of my he's probably my favorite artist, okay?
Yeah, he's a damn good artist, bro.
Been following him for years. But if he did something fucked up, and I thought it was fucked up, I'd probably say it was fucked up. You know, I wouldn't be like, oh, nah, man, he moved like this. He must know what he's doing or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to co-sign that shit. Like, nah, if he fucked up, you know what I'm saying? You got to own that shit. And I feel like if it was the other way around and Adam was doing what Ryan was doing, I'd be fucking calling that shit out too. Because, I mean, it's just some, in my opinion, I don't know all the details, obviously. But it's just some fuckboy shit to do it like day in, day out, making countless Instagram videos. Talking shit about the same people.
Check this out, man, because I pay a lot of attention to how people handle certain situations and shit like that. And I learned something about Adam whenever him and Chop got into it. Because, like, let's be real. Adam was definitely, like, a little hostile when he came in. Cool. Then Chop felt offended, like disrespected, rather.
Yep.
And also felt like Adam made a subliminal threat about being at the rave. But Adam did apologize and made shit right with Chop. Like it's not like this motherfucker's acting like what he did wasn't, you know, shouldn't have been done or it doesn't matter or anything like that. Like, I've seen Adam take accountability for things that he agrees he shouldn't have done several times, bro. But like TJ said,
that's never happened over there.
That will never happen over there.
I'm not saying that it never will, because I hope it does, but it hasn't happened.
But like, there's been people have been peeling off their stickers.
Yeah.
Well, after the Kurt and the Deerdorf, and the Deerdorf was a fucking left. That came from left field, bro.
That one's crazy to me, because like to me, Deerdorf is so obviously just a normal fucking dude, bro.
Yes.
Like, so obvious. Yeah. Like it's so obvious, and the people that follow him around and just do whatever he says do and whatever he insinuates, it's so obvious to me, bro. I want to go back to that analogy that I gave you backstage before we went live. y'all, I want y'all to understand that these artists are just fucking people, bro. If you have in your town, you have a local contractor that works for himself, or a local, he's a plumber, he owns his own business, he works for himself, he's an electrician, whatever the case may be, he could own a fucking car wash. He drives around in a fancy truck because he's loaded with money, because he's good at his business, his industry, and what he does. When you bump into that motherfucker at the gas station, you are not starstruck. You are not going to do whatever the fuck you say. Whatever he says is none of that. He's just a normal dude that's successful at his craft. These artists are no different. They are just normal people that have become successful at their craft and learned the industry that they wanted to be in. That's all it is. They're not gods. They're not. They're not. It's none of that, bro. They're not your role
Yeah,
models.
man.
They're not none of that. I'm not saying you can't learn something from them, but you still got to use your fucking brain
Yeah, man. Like you can
and
you
be
can
a
have
good.
your idols and you can have the people you look up to still. Yeah, I agree, 100%.
Because I know motherfuckers out here that are successful business owners that are whole meth heads, dog. You
This
know what I'm
man
saying?
fucking
I wouldn't take a
wild.
lick of advice from them. They probably ripping off the motherfuckers they getting rich from.
TJ is crazy.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
Just,
Well, and that's
real life.
That's the one thing I like about Hard Target. Like, man, there's times where I know I've probably like messaged him too much or something, just asking him a question or something like that, just bullshitting with him. But the dude just seems cool as shit. Like, he'll jump up on like random reactors channels and shit and talk to people, and like yeah, he works with a lot of different people. Simple Man's dope too. Like, I've had quite a few conversations with Simple Man and shit, and super dope. So I mean, I'll say this, like, I was telling TJ before you jumped in backstage, I went and I met Bravo Gator and Savannah Dexter.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I also met Flawed and his wife at that time. And I talked to Flawed a lot on Instagram. Like, I'm bullshitting back and forth with him or whatever. Wasn't no big deal to meet Flawed. It was just like meeting a friend or whatever. But Bravo, I'd only talked to him like 3 or 4 times. So I was a little like, you had to kind of like test the energy type stuff when you get into the room.
Yeah.
But once that happened, it was, they're just like normal people, bro. They was roasting each other and shit like that,
Well, that's how I test people, man. Like, I do that shit. I do it a lot, but I did it to Bravo. He was on Chop's panel. I came in. I was like, he looks like a Jersey Shore gone grizzly, and he laughed at it. And I was like, okay, all right, I can fuck with Bravo then. Bravo's not acting like a bitch about a joke. Like,
yeah, dude, he's got a good sense of humor, bro.
yeah, man. Like, because if I can't joke with you, I can't fuck with you. Like,
yeah,
like I'm definitely gonna poke at your ass. Especially like because the way I do it with other artists is like TJ and I do it to each other, but like TJ will he'll be like, hey bro, hey, you, like shit, we were recording Mud Rain, and he was like, hey, you know you finna do that again, right? You can do better than that. Nah, and he would delete it before like, nah, you can do better than that. You can do better than that. Nah. But I don't know. It's nice to have somebody to like just bullshit with, but at the same time, be able to get shit done. Like, me and TJ get shit done. That's one thing that I like. Is we when we get around each other, it's we ain't focused on nothing other than, like, if we're conversating about something that we're either gonna get done or what we need to do in order to arrange it. And then outside of that, it'll come down to like, oh, I got my song played on this panel, and this is what the chat was feeling about this. I think I'm gonna release this. I don't know, what do you think, type shit. But when we're poking fun at each other, it's more like, if I can't write something or something like that, he'll be like, try harder. Or I can do the same thing. It's just man. I don't know. I don't like the snowflake energy. That's what I'm about to get into. I don't like that pussy shit, dude. That like I ain't with it. Like you can't take a joke. You can't joke around with somebody. Like these motherfuckers call me Big Chendo, bro, and I genuinely that shit makes me cackle sometimes because it's just. I mean, I would have never thought of it. I would have never thought of it, bro.
They call me an Ewok.
Called me Big Menopause. That shit had me rolling in the floor.
I mean,
Lord.
Yeah, dude. Like I don't give a fuck, man. Like all shit, dude. Make a joke about me all day long, bro. I'm probably gonna laugh at it.
Yeah, but Kurt can't tell no jokes, bro. Kurt needs to shut the fuck up, in my opinion. He can't tell no jokes, bro. Sit down.
No, Kurt ain't never done me no wrong. That's one thing I will say. I mean, that's just me though. Like, you know, I can't speak for anybody else, but I know like Kurt's definitely kept it a buck with me as far as some personal shit that I had to deal with as an artist. And I respect him for it. Like, you know, I ain't got anything bad to say because he ain't done anything to me.
Well, I'll say this. I didn't have anything bad to say, but I kept his name.
Honestly, I don't even know the lore either. Like, I don't know anything that he's, like, I ain't heard no stories or anything, but I've just heard people talk shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I kept his name, like, completely. I didn't even really fucking talk about him for the last... It wasn't until about 4 weeks ago, he started talking shit in a comment section over on Gotcha Man's page. I'm like, where the fuck this motherfucker come from? Like, I ain't even said nothing to you, but I'm fucking about to, motherfucker. Like, I don't know. That's just the type of energy I bring. Like, I ain't gonna just drag you into it, but like, you say something, bro, and I'm gonna say something. That's the whole reason why a lot of people think like some people think like I was just picking on Hickerbilly. Like, because I made fun of, like, one of his rap songs they did with Leroy Biggs. Like, Leroy Biggs was dope on it, but Hickerbilly was terrible. And a lot of people think I just...
Shout out Leroy, because everybody keeps telling me I look like Leroy.
This shit,
Leroy do a song.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be dope.
Big Lee and
but,
I don't know. We need to do something.
I fuck with Leroy, bro. And Leroy, man, every time he opens his mouth, he's on some real shit. He's always spitting some kind of game, or you know.
He's funny too, bro. He seems like
fuck yeah.
That's
something
like
else too. Like I love Simple Man as a rapper, but his ability to bring like the shit he does in these music videos is like when he was in Target's ear. Like that shit's fucking great, dude. Like bringing the comedy to it, because that shit just inspires us to you know, try to do something like I was telling TJ the other day, I was like, I'm trying to make a song that's just fucking hilarious, dude.
That's my favorite stuff from like Simple Man, and especially when they're working together is the funny shit, bro. Like I told Simple Man that I was like, bro, I want to do some fun shit too, man. Like I haven't put out anything like that. Everything that I got out that people are liking are like high energy. I ain't gonna call them aggressive, but you know what I'm saying. They're like high energy songs and stuff, and it's just like, man, I really. Like, low-key, I like to get in my feelings in my music. I got a lot of songs I'm sitting on that are just, like, slow, almost like some slow jams. Like, most people would probably call them deep cuts, but, like, and I want to do some fun shit, man. Like, I think I've been seen enough now and gotten far enough and deep enough into it now that I'm already kind of, like, just getting to the point where it's just, like, I'm going to start trying to focus more on, like, having fun with it. Still be productive and still... You know, try to be as productive with it as possible, but like I want to make sure I'm having fun doing it. Like if it ain't, you know, who is it? There's one of these artists out here that's always saying if it don't make fun, or if it ain't fun, it don't make sense, or something like that. If it ain't fun, it ain't getting done, or something like that. I forget who says that, but that's a fire ass motto. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey man. Well, I mean, it's you want to you want to work to live, not live to work. That's what I got told.
Right.
And I took that in this route. Like that's the mindset that I came in. Like I'm not I want to enjoy what I do to support myself. And everybody has a talent too. Like I believe everybody has a talent and everybody has a good side. That's one thing I believe. Like people can definitely hit a deep rough spot, or they can go through enough to not trust a fucking soul. And they're they're fucking bitter and irritable and miserable, and there's a good side that was there. There's and I try to give people any like with Kurt. That's why it's he hadn't done anything to me. I hear all the stuff that's happened to other people, but I do get Kurt's good side. At least for me, because I mean, we talk shit. I talk shit to Kurt all the time. He talks shit to me. It's fucking hilarious, dude. Our chat log is just like golden, and with the jokes, dude, just going back and forth, back and forth. But it's just like it's all fun. I don't have any beef with Kurt or anything like that. And then same thing with Hickerbilly, like that. I don't. I went after Hickerbilly for a little bit, but it was really over Obsolete. Like, Obsolete said some fuck shit, and then one thing led to another, and I got accused of bringing guns into it or whatever. Yeah, no, I mean, it wasn't even that. It wasn't even that. I just told him I was like, you're probably gonna need one, but I put it into Hickerbilly because, like, I was like, okay, who is Obsolete? I'm gonna fuck with Hickerbilly, and I just let it go. I got tired. I think I had a phone call with TJ. Matter of fact, and I was like, bro, I'm just so over this ignorant shit. Honestly, it's just like it's a waste of energy, and I could be doing so much better things with my time than entertaining this. And he was like, I completely agree with you. That's happened about a lot of things lately. That's like, and TJ's really been hitting his limit because TJ has been sort of reserved on his opinions until I guess the last few months would be the best way to say, like, but I agree with damn near everything TJ says as far as the social dynamic, man. Like, shit's got to change. We got to get back to the music. We got to get back to collaborating for the sake of making a fucking dope ass record that's gonna be outlasting time. Like we got to make our goals bigger. We got to raise the roof higher. Like, it's time to grow and not just sit here. Because this genre has so much potential, and obviously the industry sees that because they try to mimic it with Big X and Bailey Zimmerman and Lil Durk and Morgan Wallen. Like
He's doing it too, and
and like they'll do their thing, but they can't get a chunk off this. They can't get a chunk off of the real side of it, not somebody who went to the dressing room and got what they were told.
Yeah.
So,
well, yeah, I mean, I got my opinions on all that shit too. But as far as all that other stuff goes, man, I don't want to harp on it too much, but I do want to double back to what I said because I feel like I just subliminally talked shit about one person and didn't specify. And I'm still not gonna say names. It's still if it's still if the shoe fits scenario, but I don't mean that shit in like a petty like asshole way. I genuinely feel bad for the artists that were looking up to him for this. And if you are blaming him or not blaming him but blaming everybody else for him quitting, and you feel like that has fucked your career over now, first of all, like I said, your head's in the wrong place. Second of all, don't blame the other people. Blame him. He's the one that quit. He's the one that let you down, and that's really all it is, bro. And but aside from that, the most thing that I want these other artists to take away from it is that if you was banking on some fucking cosign from somebody, your mind was just already in the wrong place. And there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people out here that are very talented and talented enough to do it on their own. They don't need that fucking cosign, and I don't know. I hope you realize that and you take that for what it's worth and you do you because I want to see everybody win. It's one of those things, man, where like everybody there's enough for everybody to eat. At one point, everybody was eating until all the bullshit happened. There, you know what I'm saying? Like I said about all those millions of fans earlier, we're talking about arguing between a few thousand. There's still all those fans that enjoy that type of music that'll listen to yours too. It's just a matter of you putting in the work and getting yourself out there, man. And I just
yeah.
it bums me out that there was artists, you know, I guess at our level or whatever that are working like we're working, but the whole time they're banking on someone else, and that someone
Well, that I
else
mean, see,
just
that's the thing,
shows
man. You
fucking.
gotta do for yourself, and you know, it's always cool to collab with people. You know what I mean? You ain't gotta duck off and be solo like that. It's not like that. But just like have your own hustle. Don't get caught up in somebody else's hustle. You know what I mean? If you're investing all of your time and energy into someone else other than yourself, like you need to be priority number one if you want to grow. That's how you start. You know, and priority
Yep.
number one is mastering your craft. So like you just put out the records, put out the music, and what these guys pay attention to is the quality of the record, and then they pay attention to how much work you're putting into it, like how much promo. Like they, you know, a lot of these smaller artists don't understand that these guys are watching, whether you know it or not, and they pay attention to how much promo you do, how much effort you're putting into it, the quality you're trying to go into. Like if you're half-assing it, they're gonna note that. Like it's, you know, how serious are you taking this? How bad do you want it? Like it's got to be something that you're willing to invest blood, sweat, tears, money, like everything. It's gonna take everything you got, and that's
Yeah.
why, I mean, it's a blessing that Justin is bringing 40 new artists to
Yeah.
Redneck Rave, man, because that's dude. I mean, the amount of money he could make off of charging 40 art. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude.
If you do the math on that, the amount of money that motherfucker's turning down is crazy work. And and I don't see how. I mean, I see how. Like, I mean, I get it. I don't. I ain't gonna say I understand it or I agree with it, but I mean, it's literally just this side, this side. Like I like that promo video that we done that's got all those views. I've got a few hate comments in there, and I haven't publicly, probably until tonight, said anything that really just solidified my views on it. You know what I'm saying? So all it is a random guy promoting Redneck Rave, and because I'm promoting Redneck Rave, there's a few hate comments in there. You know what I'm saying? And they're talking
Yeah.
about fuck Adam or fuck Justin or whatever the fuck in the comment. They're not saying that exactly, but in a roundabout way. You know what I'm saying? They're throwing their
Yeah.
little disses and stuff. No thanks, Adam Calhoun's gonna be there, or I bet once one person said that's how gay guys meet in the South or something. I'm just
Yeah, so I seen that fucking.
like they
Yeah.
called us gay because we promoted a show that we are on. You know what I mean? What the fuck did we do? You know what I'm
But
saying?
it's like really realistically, you could have got on it. Like, they did give opportunities out, and if you did or didn't take it, that's on you.
Oh, there's some people over there that were offered that opportunity and they didn't. There's other people over there that were offered a better opportunity. No, I ain't gonna say a better opportunity, but at least an equal opportunity to be in Ohio at one of the biggest country rap shows that happens every year, the Outlaw Nation show, and didn't show up.
Yep. I know who that
I'm
is.
saying, dude.
I don't know if he
But
had
that
washed
all
his hair
speaks
that
on this
night
internet
or what,
shit.
or
This
if he was
internet shit is not real,
face
bro.
to face, but you know, I think he was washing his hair or something, you know. But I'm just saying,
Yeah.
you know, what
He was
I mean,
brushing his hair.
so wrapped up in fucking drama, you can't even go do the thing that you're trying to do. You're trying to be a successful artist, and you can't even show up to a crazy opportunity like that.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie. If he did show up, it makes for great content for me because I'm definitely gonna laugh at it. I'm just.
Well, it's like
I'm not trying to be a
like,
dick, but
if you
that's
if
just
you
where I'm
really
at
think
with it.
about it, if you really think about it, he could have got a bag off of all like that. Any
Yeah.
hate he got off of that show, he would have got
Yeah,
a
for
bag
sure.
off of all of that hate, dude.
I don't even think he would have got any hate. I think he could have pulled up backstage. I don't feel
Yeah.
like I feel like in person half of these people, bro. I don't know. I could be dead ass wrong, but I feel like I could talk shit about everybody that's gonna be at the rave right now. Maybe not everybody, but like a good chunk of them. And at the rave, I could pull up and just be like, "Hey, I was just joking. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Let's
just
get to meet,
promo.
let's get to know each other face to face, shake hands, and they'd probably be like, okay. I don't think anybody's gonna jump the gun and try to throw their life away and get in a fist fight with you and go to jail and throw their fucking career away. I feel like most of these people think logically, especially the ones that are smart enough to become successful in this. So like, I really do feel like you could have pulled up squashed your beef, said your apologies, and went on with your show, and 90% of the crowd wouldn't have known shit about it, and you could have had a good show and gained a bunch of fans, and you washed your hair instead, I guess.
Well, I mean, and that's just, first of all, telling on yourself. You know what I mean? Like immediately, anything that you said that you thought was tough, bro, scratch that.
Right.
Scratch that.
Stop saying it. Just stop saying it.
You done, bro. You didn't even pull up, and your name was on the shit, bro. You didn't even pull up. No, you better quit with all that street shit, all that hoorah and tough shit, bro, because it ain't going now. Not at all.
Yeah.
Bro,
and it's Outlaw Nation, bro. Like Jesse's a good dude. Jesse's a really good dude, and so is a fucking New Breed. So you really think that it's not going to be a situation that can be settled with Jesse Howard present? I think the fuck not.
Well, my thing is if if Jesse Howard invited him, I don't think Jesse's gonna let anything happen to them. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
He'd be just fine.
Exactly.
He could have showed up and did his set.
It's a family event, bro. They're not trying to let people fight. That's not, you know what I'm saying? It's not the Redneck Brawl. It's a family event. They got children out there in the crowd and stuff. They're not. That wasn't going to go down. All you was going to have to do was face the music.
Yeah.
And either apologize or tell them "fuck you" to their face. That's all you was going to have to do. You know what I'm saying?
But point being, you're going to have to look them in their face. You're going to have to stand on what you said one way or another. And obviously, you didn't do that. Nothing you said is credible, and nothing you will say is ever credible either.
Look, I had an incident happen when I used to be into the dirt track racing, right? We used to have a Facebook group, partially my fault, because I do like to talk shit. I come from I've done some street racing stuff, and we have Facebook groups where we planned races and we talked crazy shit. Like, these motherfuckers think they talk shit on the internet and troll each other. You have no fucking clue. And I had created this group around the class that I raced in, and added all the drivers to this group, and then all the crew members and everything else. So we would be in there all week long talking shit about who's gonna win the race and this, that, and third. And we'd be talking mad shit to the point that people were ready to fight when they pull up at the track. Most of the time, a fight wouldn't happen. Now, sometimes it did happen, but we got into some shit, and I had two or three guys and this other crew or whatever they told me straight up, it's on site when we see you. Like when we pull up at the track, bro, it's over with. And we had an open practice, meaning there's not gonna be fans in the stands, none of that. It's just some of the drivers, if you want to pull up, pay the money, you can pull up. You get some free laps type shit, and shake down the car, work the bugs out of a car, whatever the fuck. So my wife in the background, she said, "I was with you." So you know what I did? I didn't have anybody go with me, bro. These three guys that were supposed to beat me up, which I'm friends with all of them now, but these three guys that said they were going to kick my ass were parked in the pits, and they were the only guys there from the class that I raced in. The pits were pretty much empty. You know where I parked at? I parked right fucking next to them.
Yeah.
Not that I'm a badass, not that I planned on fighting. I told my wife when we went, I said, I might get beat up today, but it's going to end right here, because come Saturday, I'm going to be out here racing. I'm not going to be scared to show up to the race and run my fucking race. I got too much money, too much time, too much dedication. You know what I'm saying? I'm too competitive. I'm not going to just cower down, sell my race car, and never go back to the racetrack again. No, fuck that. I got to face the music. We talk shit online. I'm about to pull up, and we're going to see what happens. We either fight or we talk it out.
Because this is what you do. This is what you do.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Guess what? Yeah. We talked it out.
Anybody's gonna do that, bro. You could be a fucking tennis player, and if you talk shit to another tennis player, bro, and now you gotta have a match with them, that's called facing the music. That's called you. All right, you're gonna have to stand on that now. It's across the board. It doesn't matter if it's rap, sports, politics, fucking it's all the same, man. But at the end of the day, that's why I'm saying it's got to get back to the music, because we out here politicking all the time.
I guess my point of that.
And I could say confidently that 95% of the new artists could give a fuck less, because we're trying to make music. That's why we started making music, is because at one point in time like the genre got real slow, and it was when the beef was starting to like accumulate, and right as the beef started, all these new artists are coming in, but the beef swamps them out. You know what I mean? And now they're dragged into it. They get dragged in with this fucking rush of bullshit, and getting forced to take sides and not be fence setters and all this other fuck shit. It's like it's really not even that deep. I could tell you several conversations that I've had with several artists where it's all just the same conversation. It's like, man, when is it gonna be like? When are these motherfuckers gonna hear this dope ass song that I just dropped? Oh, they're not, because it's too busy talking about this or too busy going on about that. I even had one guy, he was like, I don't even understand how Dagburn's relevant. He doesn't make music. He doesn't, like, he's a known informant. Like, why are we even giving this man any kind of attention whatsoever when it could be going to somebody who's really putting effort, energy, and time into what they're doing rather than just acting a fucking fool on the internet? And it's like, I don't disagree. Like, it's nothing against Dagburn, but at the same time, it's like, bro, we're artists. We have a craft, bro, and we put a lot of effort and time and dedication, and we make sacrifices for this shit. You know, like it's one of those things where you I can tell you several times where I'm like, damn, dude, I really want a pack of cigarettes, but I'm gonna keep this money right here, because if I do, I'll have just enough to pay for this beat. Yeah. Like, just, you know, simple shit. Is, you know, are you willing to give up? Are you willing to better yourself for your craft? Are you willing to stop smoking so that you can save money and put it into your craft? Are you willing to stop drinking so that you can better yourself, save money, put it into your craft? Like, it's a lot of these artists don't do all of that shit very much, and there's a reason for it, because they need the focus, and at some point they didn't give a fuck about that alcohol, bro. They was out here making music just like we're trying to do.
Yeah, I feel like some of them dove into the drama and then pictured the drama or seen the drama as a shortcut, bro. And they're getting to the end of that fucking road, and you know what I'm saying, and it took them the wrong way. They're gonna have to go the long way now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, or a longer way. You know what I mean? I just feel like, I don't know, man.
Because like, I mean, I didn't want to have to fucking be a part of no bullshit, but I got shoved in it.
Yeah.
By the man himself. Like, so it's more like for me, it's like I didn't really have an option, but at the same time, I still don't care. Like, it's not that deep for me. Like, am I going to take up for the people who have done completely right by me? Yeah, absolutely. Why wouldn't I? But that doesn't mean that I'm over here. That doesn't mean I'm doing it simply because I don't like this motherfucker or this motherfucker or this motherfucker. But I do agree with the common denominator.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is like, as far as, you know, like the newer artists and then like choosing sides, I feel like a lot of people think like the first time Church ever said like, hey, I don't want no fence sitters was just like a couple weeks ago. Nah, he's been insinuating it for like a long time, bro. Like, you're either on my side or Yadam's side. You know what I'm saying? Or some bullshit like that. And it's like, I don't think I've ever seen Adam act that way. Like, I don't know what he's like behind the scenes, stuff like that, but publicly, I've never seen the guy act like that. Like, you have to pick my side. Like, I don't know. Maybe he is, and I just don't know it. But the thing is like, when he comes out and he's like basically saying, like, he just come out like whatever a week and a half ago and said, hey, I don't want no fucking fence sitters over here. And it's like, yeah, bro, you're like, that's not good. Don't do that. You know, that's just my personal opinion.
Well, like, dude, like, okay, they like to make fun of conspiracyisms and all this shit. I let me pitch this to you. Whenever he was flexing the quality of his security, and he was like, are you good? You haven't moved in a while. And he posted that at like 3 or 4 in the morning. Okay, so what does that tell us with the quality of common sense? That means that his security guard is used to him moving around at 4 a.m, but he was still, which had him concerned. Why? Why? What? He could be asleep. Why would you be concerned? Could it be because? Could it be because he might need some Narcan? Could it might be because he needs a stomach pump? Like let's get real, bro. Like it's all right in front of your face, and he tells on himself, and then reneges on everything he says, and I mean, like, God bless the hearts of his fan base. They just like I don't understand the snow over their eyes, but it's just like they're like, okay. I've never seen anything like it in my life. Because I started seeing the Ryan's been sneak dissing for a minute. Like he likes to talk about Adam saying something, man. Ryan's been dropping little bits and pieces everywhere, bro. On songs with them, man. If you pay real close attention, you listen to it. Like the shit that you think might be a jab, it's a jab. Obviously, because in retrospect, that's obviously how he felt.
Yeah, and the thing is like it all originated. I don't mean to go too deep down this rabbit hole, but it's like it all originated when him and Tom started working together. Him and Tom McDonald.
Yeah.
And it was like all of a sudden it was all focused on Tom. Yeah.
A new artist.
Yeah, it was.
That was doing better than Church at the time. That was the fucking problem. And that's that's why us in the conversation is absolutely necessary. Because it's like, what if that was us? Yeah, I would say fuck him. Like, why are you hating on me? Absolutely no fucking reason, other than you have nothing better to do, or you just feel like it's necessary. Why you can't even explain that, but you continue to do it. It's like I don't argue with children, and he's acting like a child. You know what I mean? So it's I don't know. To me, it's old news, bro. It's one of those things now where it's like it's getting washed up because like he's done. You know what I mean? He's obviously in a deep spot that he's got to come out of on his own and let his fans dissipate on their own, because they'll start to see him continue to spiral like he already is, and it's just it's the cycle, man. I believe in everything in my soul he's an addict, and he's got to go through that cycle.
Yeah, and I understand like some people's approach, like, I don't want to just come out and say it or whatever. Nah, fam. I'm a recovered alcoholic and drug addict. I've been sober for 20 years, and you know what I'm saying. So I see shit like that, and in my opinion, it's obvious, but I understand when people take that approach because it's like you don't want to just come out and say it. But the thing is, he like talks shit in my chat. Now I was roasting him in some videos, but he started coming in and talking shit in my chat. And now this was like early on, so I was like, all right, fuck it. You want to play that game? I'm going fucking all in. You know, and that's what I did. So, like, I don't know. I probably took it. I will say this. I took a couple shots at his wife, and I was like, and I didn't feel good about that. You know what I'm saying? So I backed off of that shit. You know, and I made it strictly about him, bro. And that was it. So.
Yeah, and that's how it should be, man. Like, I don't. When it comes to who brought up whose old lady or whose kids and shit, I don't give a fuck who did it first, man. If you bring that shit into it, that's a violation. No, that cannot be done. That was the only beef that I had with Obsolete. I didn't give a fuck what he said about me, but like even mentioning my kids in a halfway point of conversation, I don't give a fuck, dude. My kids should not be a point of the conversation in general. That's off limits. And there used to be a point where hip hop had morals, and motherfuckers didn't like die, get shot, or have to like go through a bunch of fucking bullshit simply because they drop a certain record or they feel a certain way. Like, that's why we do it.
Yeah, I just want to see a fight at the Redneck Brawl. That's all I want to see. Have you guys ever watched any Redneck Brawl videos on
I've
YouTube?
seen several.
I've
Dude,
only
and
watched,
I
like,
hate
the
that Catfish Cooley's taking a break right now, man. That dude, oh my God, I want to meet Cooley so bad. He's fucking hilarious.
Dude, I pulled it up one night. I was like, I don't know what the fuck I was doing. I was listening to some music like on a live stream, and I'm like, fuck it, man. We're gonna watch some Redneck Brawl shit. So I like pulled up a few of them. Some of them were pretty fucking crazy, like the fights, and then some of them were just like, what the fuck are they doing? But it's they got them on
did
YouTube.
you see the Tater? Oh man, it was two chicks, man, but it was Tater and some man, I can't remember the other chick's name, dude.
the chick that Colt was sponsoring or whatever.
Yeah,
I didn't see.
yeah, I think
I
so.
feel like I see clips of it, but I didn't see. Like, I'll be seeing the promo videos and then I see the clips afterwards, but I haven't never like bought the pay-per-view and watched it, which I probably should. But I want to go watch one live, bro. Like, I want to find one that's gonna be like not crazy far for me to drive, and like one that I know that like other people that I know are gonna be there and go and kind of like network and have a good time at the same time and watch some funny ass fucking, you know what I'm saying, some good fights. I really wanted to go to the Chattanooga one, man. Was it Chattanooga that they did it last, or Knoxville or something? They did one in Tennessee somewhere, and I wanted to go to it, but I ended up I can't remember. We had something else that weekend, but like I really wanted to go to it. And like Murph, like I done that song with Murph, so I met Murph briefly in person. You know, we hung out a couple hours and we done that song or whatever. And he's one of the commentators or whatever that narrates the shit or whatever. And that shit just looks like a good time, bro. Like, yeah, I want to go watch one. I met the briefly, but I don't even know if I met him. But I seen him acting a fucking fool. In a funny, like, fun way in Kentucky. The dude, Taylor from the trailer or whatever, he's been doing it for a while. I don't know where he's from, but I seen him in Kentucky. I went up to Kentucky and attended a show that Trainwreck Kenny and Classic Click and like there was a bunch of artists on that one.
Shout out Kenny.
Yeah. That was where I met like Menace for the first time. I met Tony Tuba up there. Shout out to those guys. I met Trainwreck for the first time in person up there. Met City Chief in person. I actually met FJ, but it was very, very brief. Yeah, it was cool. But that Taylor from the trailer dude was up there with his shirt off, wilding out in the crowd, bro.
Yeah, I don't know the commentators by name. But, like, the clips that I've watched, because I've only watched clips, like, on YouTube or whatever, the commentators have me fucking dying, dude. I'm, like, over here laughing my ass off.
I know it's Big Murph. I think it's Big Murph. Well, I know it's Big Murph and Catfish Cooley. And then I think that Andrew Kahn, dude, who's also a comedian, I think that he does them, too. I think that he's a commentator, too. I don't know if he's on every one or whatever, but I know Catfish Cooley and Big Murph for sure are the commentators or whatever.
I love Murph's commentating, but dude, I'm fucking Cooley. I can't stand it, dude. That motherfucker.
Well, he's
dude,
just got naturally.
If I
He can
watch
just
enough
talk
Redneck Brawls and I listen to Cooley, bro, I'll have a 6-pack by next summer, bro. Laughing my fucking ass off.
Yeah, he just naturally got that. Whatever.
I love it. I've been a fan of his. Like I was watching the live stream when he got the fucking dong riding a bike tattooed on him. He's got a tattoo of fucking Wang, right? You know, male reproductive organ.
A dick?
Riding a fucking bicycle. And he got it tattooed on him. I watched him do it live when I was oh god, dude, like 13 or 14. I was like, what the fuck is happening right now? That shit was crazy, dude. And now he's the host of some of the craziest YouTube shorts I have seen in the past year or two. I mean, I'm loving it.
Yeah.
They need to get Dana White up there to like, or get some UFC trainers so that we can get some real, like, I want to see some real head busting if we get some big names in there, you know, like.
Yeah, I feel like that thing could get like a lot bigger because it's
dude,
entertaining.
Yeah.
I mean, it's already pretty big. I think they do pretty well. Like they be selling out like small.
That's what I'm saying. I would rep it. Dude, are you kidding me, dude? It like as soon as
Bro,
as
I
soon as
bet we
somebody
could sell
says,
crazy. I bet we could sell crazy tickets. Where I'm at in Columbus, Georgia. I bet they would sell a lot here because we got a civic. The civic center. It's like a. I don't know. It's they do like arena football in there and like hockey games in there and stuff. So it's like a full circle like arena, but it's not like super big. I don't know how many people it seats, but like it's it's decent size. I feel like they could sell that motherfucker out for sure. Like it's one of those places that's like it seats a shitload of people, but at the same time, like no matter where you're sitting, you can still see what's happening in the middle pretty good. Uh, yeah, bro. I need to.
and like, bro, I'm telling you, I don't give a
See if I can
fuck
get
how
y'all
I gotta do it. I will find a way to make a music video happen while I'm there.
Because they is some redneck ass motherfuckers around
Bro,
here.
I'm getting the redneck boxing match in the fucking B-roll. Don't play. It's gonna be in the music video somehow.
Yeah, now see, for the longest time, I always thought, like, Redneck Brawl was, like, somehow related to the Redneck Rave, and it's not. And I'm like, yeah, I always thought, like, it happened the same weekend as the Redneck Rave, and it was, like, coincided with each other. It doesn't. No.
No, isn't Cooley trailer? He's got a trailer made tattoo, doesn't he? Something like that. I'm pretty sure he does.
He definitely got one now. I don't remember if he still got it because when he was like when everything jumped off. I remember seeing he was at Hosier's house, and then
What?
I remember him saying he was. I don't remember, bro. I don't even want to talk about that because I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how that went.
I'm gonna have to look at it.
But yeah, he definitely had the tattoo though at one point, and then he was at like Hosier's house like the next weekend after shit popped off, and he went live or said a story or something, and I don't know if he got it removed or I don't know. That would be a them question. I ain't gonna get on that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just gonna throw this out here. Captain Kurt has one too. He had one, a trailer-made tattoo.
Yeah.
He had one on his bicep, I think.
Had as in he has it covered now?
I don't know. He might still have it. I don't know.
I don't know. He still got it.
Because I mean, that's it. See, I would question somebody that did know, like off the rip. Like, man, what the fuck you studying like that? Okay.
Yeah.
It's a little suspect.
Like
I only
don't get me
because of when that video leaked of him talking shit about them. I remember like other people pointing out the fact that he had a tattoo, and I was like, "Damn, Kurt!" Because like my thing with Kurt is like I'm like the same way Mendo is. Like Kurt was the first person to ever react to one of my songs. Like out of all the reactors in this lane, like there's a lot of like smaller reactors, and then you know what I'm saying. Like Kurt's a pretty popular, reactor in this lane. He was the first one to react to it, so like I ain't had nothing but love and respect for Kurt. And then when everything started happening. Like, I remember having conversations with my homies about it. I was like, man, that shit kind of sucks because, like, I know how hard he rides for church, and I'm just seeing it different, bro. Like, I hate it, but I'm just seeing it different. But Kurt hasn't, I've posted things that hint at, my perspective. I haven't never really dug deep into it, like I said, until really tonight. But he ain't never, like, went against me or nothing like that. So like as far as I know, it's still like mutual respect between us. But as far as that, yeah, that's wild. But
me and Kurt talk shit. It's always fuck you this and Big Chendo that, and I called him Captain Caillou. Like.
Yeah, I remember that.
Shit. Like we just go back and forth. It's fun. Like because I mean, dude, I've tried to tell people before in like different panels and then interviews and stuff like that, but I started with the only reason Kurt found out about me was because of Vic XL. Shout out Vic XL. Like Vic XL was one of the main people. He found me, man, because I popped up on his wife's For You page like 3 times in one day, and then they started putting my stuff on Riding Dirty Radio, I think. and then a lot of people loved it. So I recorded the song that everybody was telling me to get finished, and I dropped it. It got like 4,000 views, and Kurt saw it, and Kurt even told me, he was like, I saw the song, but you needed time to grow, and like I don't disagree.
Yeah.
Because my next song was remarkably better than my first one, like by strides. So that is the song that Kurt finally said something about. He was like, finally, this kid's dropping more often with better quality and all this shit, So Kurt was always supporting me and shit, and that's what I hated about this shit too, is that like I do have relationships with certain people, that I have as acquaintances through music or through business or whatever, and it gets tainted because of this little drama that I personally don't even care about for real, because I don't even play a part in it other than the fact that Ryan chose to come after me because I chose to be on Chop's panel that night, I guess, because I wasn't on no crazy picking sides or fuck you this and then it wasn't nothing like that, and I made it clear. But it came a point where that started to not matter.
Yeah, it makes it difficult to maneuver, bro, because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, everybody, kind of, it helps when everybody kind of works together and like, I scratch your back, you scratch mine type thing, man. And it's just like now you got to tiptoe around who you fucking with. Like even with like the Kurt Trailer Bay situation that we just talked about, right? Like Target has helped me a lot, like advice on stuff, and like he made the post, all this stuff. Kurt made my first reaction, like even that, like it's just like on this panel, like I don't really know what I want to say or what I like. I'll just.
I know what I want to say, man, because it sucks. It sucks, man, to be put in the position to where it's like, damn, dude.
Because in reality, that shit has nothing to do with me at all. You know what I'm saying? So whatever happens over there, like the more I deal with this person and this person, I'll make my judgments and shit later. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing with the church situation, man. It just sucks that like just because we got put on the Redneck Rave ticket or whatever, now it's like we're automatically on this and everybody's hating everybody, you know what I'm saying, and all that shit. And it's just like, bro, it has nothing to do. We're just like, yeah, we were offered an opportunity, we're gonna go fucking take it.
But since y'all, but it also came down to but since y'all are hating, fuck y'all then. Like,
and that part too. You know what I'm saying?
Because like why, it's an opportunity. Why would you not take advantage of an opportunity as an artist? That's what the fuck you're supposed to do. It's literally you're supposed to do what you can to grow as an artist. So if you're hating on a motherfucker for getting on a show with so and so and you don't like them, well, that's not your fucking bag. That's his bag, and he's getting his. So you need to pay attention to getting yours. Like, motherfuckers be too much into other people's businesses, and we can bring it back to the music by minding our business, bro, just and doing your own fucking thing, because it ain't that serious. Yeah, and as far as Ryan goes, man, Ryan's fucking through. He's through, bro.
Because as long as the only thing that ever happens between me and you, we judge each other off of how I've treated you and how you've treated me, what you've said about me and what I've said about you, and everything else over there, it don't matter what type of shit I've talked about this guy or that guy or and that goes, for everybody. It should just be your individual, relationships and interactions that matter. But
yeah, I wouldn't. I'll say this: I would never try to like get you guys to feel a certain way or something. That's why kind of made me want to dig a little bit deeper into your guys' catalog, is because you guys weren't picking sides. You guys weren't, you know what I'm saying? Like, you guys were just kind of like, hey, we just want to make music. And I'm like, okay. I thought, like I said, I heard the Grinding in Silence. I heard Down in Alabama, and I'm like, okay. And I seen a few of TJ's like skits that were kind of like poking fun at the fucking rap beef, and I'm like, that's fucking cool in my opinion. Making fun of it, poking fun at it, and it's like, I think that type of shit's dope. Like, my opinion about like Kurt or like like I don't try to take anybody. Like, let's say another reactor doesn't like another reactor. Like, I would never be like, oh, I don't like that guy because of that guy. Now I'm constantly watching people and how they move, what they do, how they operate, how they treat other people. And if I see something I don't like, then I just either not work with them. And if they try to like call me out or something, I'll fucking run my mouth. Because I mean, I don't know. I probably shouldn't run my mouth as much as I do.
And I try to get a grip on it, but I'm one of those people where if you say my name, I'll pop up like the fucking genie, dog. Like what it is. I'll be on the panel in seconds, dude. I've got so many phone numbers that I can spam and get that fucking link from, dude. But at the same time, I don't need to be doing that. What the fuck is that gonna do for me? I ain't nobody, bro. And in the grand scheme of things, a lot of these dudes who are on that side, bro, and they just act some type of way. The music ain't there, the fan base ain't there. Like it's a lot of very, very important things that are missing from the formula, and so they're putting out half-ass. Yeah. It's like either way, it doesn't matter side or side. Like there's people on that side that I like. Levi Lee has tracks that I fucking love. They're dope as fuck. Do I agree with his opinion? Fuck no. Does he make good music? Yeah, I've heard several good tracks from Levi. Can I say the same for other people on that panel? No, not very much. But
I've never heard any songs from Levi, so I don't. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, know. I mean, like Levi, I enjoy his music. He's definitely got like a very he's unique with his delivery and everything. I like how he does his shit. He makes good music. You know what I mean? I ain't got nothing bad to say about Levi. Even if he has said some shit about me, I ain't heard it, and I really don't give a fuck. Like, I'm literally here for the music. Like, if you make good music, I'm finna say that. Even if I don't like you as a person, even if I think you're a piece of shit, if you got a dope track and we're talking about it, I'm finna say it's a fucking dope track. Why would I sit here and bullshit?
Yeah. And I want to circle back and because I really did not want to talk about all this, but whatever. Yeah. Look, all I want to say is I don't have problems or hate anybody. I don't think anybody is whatever. There's one guy that I think is wrong in all this, and I'm saying that if you let that guy dictate how you move and you let him affect your path and the way you think and the way that you maneuver because you are leeching or just a follower, you dead ass wrong for that. And that's all I'm saying. Get it right. Believe in yourself. Don't do the following bullshit. That's all I'm saying. There's one guy that's wrong in this whole situation. And
yeah, bro,
everybody else that's also wrong is because you're following the wrong person. That's
support your homies, bro. Not everybody is your enemy. Support your homies, bro. Don't be afraid to support your homies, bro. Me and TJ and Raj, we be fucking posting each other shit, collaborate. Like Trailer Made, they be doing the same shit. Like, don't be afraid to promote your friends, bro. Like, it's dope. It's dope to see unity like that because it's been missing for a while. That's all I know.
So I want to mention something. So you guys have never been to a redneck rave, right? Or is this your first year?
No, man. I dreamed of it as a kid, though.
I'm trying to grow a mullet before I get there. I don't think it's going to happen. I want to go full-blown fucking redneck. I was going to try to build an off-road Honda Civic before I went, but I couldn't make it. I could have made it happen. I didn't feel like making it happen, I'm going to be honest. I bought a side-by-side instead. But I cannot fucking wait, bro. I'm excited. I grew up mud riding and all that shit with four-wheelers and all that, bro. I can't wait to incorporate my two favorite things ever, my two favorite hobbies ever, music and fucking mud riding and all that shit, bro. I can't wait to do them both simultaneously. I'm excited.
See, for me, it's the mud and the party. Like, man, I like to fucking turn up, dude. And the first time I ever heard about Redneck Rave, I saw a clip that my buddy had. His dad went, and we were looking at it, and we were like, that looks fucking awesome. Like, I've dreamed of this shit since I was younger, bro, and it was surreal, and it still is. But I'll say this: the the amount of work that I put in, and TJ puts in, and Raj put in, and any of these new artists put in, like we got to give it up to the people that laid the foreground for this shit, and respect the OGs of it, man. A lot of people have lost that. Like we're here for a reason, and that's because a lot of people got laughed at. They got bottles thrown at them. They got, you know what I mean. So, uh, like Moccasin Creek, like
I say, yeah,
Big
shout out to his
Smo.
comments, bro. Like he's one of them that helped build this shit, man.
Yes, dude. I've got mad respect for anybody who laid the yellow brick road for me to come and walk on and follow in their footsteps. Like much respect, much love. Thank you. Like
I
y'all,
gotta be honest, I don't know that I could go get fucking booed and thrown bottles at and all that, bro. Like, I mean, I ain't gonna say I couldn't. I don't know, but I feel like we don't have to wonder. You know what I'm saying? Because they already went through that shit and got that shit, and we know that like when we pull up at a mud park to perform on some country rap shit, it's gonna be now a more accepted, normal thing because of those guys.
Yeah, and then now we have like they did that shit without guidance. You know what I mean? Like they were fucking winging it and they nailed it. And we came in and now we have people who can give us game and say like, hey, uh, you need to do this, bro, or you should probably start doing this. You could benefit from it, or this would work well with your sound. You know, there's a lot of different things that they can drop on you that can help you as an artist, or maybe help you perfect your craft, or learn about the industry as far as distribution and how you can pitch your music to playlists and shit like that. Like there's all sorts of different aspects and things that you gotta do and make sure that you get done in order to maximize the output of your songs, especially if it's a good one. You got to put all the effort into it, you know?
So TJ, you were working on some kind of your side by side? Is that what you was working on the other day? Putting lights on it or some shit?
Yeah. Yeah, I bought a side by side pretty much just for the rave. Like
Oh
He
shit!
did, dude. He
like
did.
I had one before, and when my wife got pregnant, we got rid of it because we just wasn't gonna have time to ride it. And when I found out that I got added to the rave, I was like, dude, I'm not going to a 10,000 acre fucking mud park without a side by side. And I asked friends if I could borrow one, rent one, whatever, and then I finally decided ultimately I didn't want the responsibility of like tearing up somebody else's shit. We had the money. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just buy one, and worst case, we'll just sell that bitch afterwards. And so I bought a side by side, and yeah, I was just replacing the lights and stuff because it came with like rock lights and the whip lights and all that. But then they quit working like right after I got them, or after I like shortly after I got it. So I replaced all that, and then I put a belt on it because it was kind of jumpy. And yeah, I'm gonna go drive it some this weekend. We're gonna shoot a music video for this song called Problems Saturday, and I'm gonna take it somewhere while we're shooting the video. It'll probably be in the video because we're really just gonna go like test drive the side by side and find a way to make a freaking music video happen. Um, so I can make sure that it's not gonna break down or I'm not gonna have any crazy issues at the rave. Hopefully, knock on wood.
Hey, that song "Problems" is a fucking that's a heater, bro.
It's my least
That
favorite.
I'm trying to. I've been telling everybody every time I get on the panel, bro. But I'm finna do it again. This motherfucker's got songs that would knock y'all's fucking socks off, and he just holds them in his pocket like they're fucking pennies, dude. Like he's got so many songs that would blow y'all's mind that I've had the privilege of listening to, and bro,
when's
it's
that
insane,
track
man.
coming
This
out?
man is talented as fuck. Yeah, these people have no idea, fucking idea.
Well, so I'm in like right now, man. Like I explained the position earlier of like us getting music videos out. My way of thinking right now, I don't want to drop anything without a music video. I don't get a ton of streams. I don't have enough fans to where like if I drop an album, people are gonna go flock and pre-order and do. I don't have that, so it really makes no sense to drop an album. Last time I dropped an album, it got completely overlooked. Most of those songs are like not doing shit, and there's a lot of hidden gems in that album. If you can ignore the fact that I didn't know what I was
Yeah,
doing
there's some
mixed,
bangers in there.
but there are some good songs on that. But I don't want to do that again. So I'm just trying to build a following first. So I want everything I drop, I want to drop a song with a video. Now I make songs a lot faster than I drop videos, and I can edit videos.
Right.
So yes, I am sitting on a lot of songs. My thing is, like he's saying, is the fact that I'll go out there if it's once a week or twice a week, and I'll make a song or start a song or an idea for a song. I might do 6, 7 songs, and by the time I get to the seventh one, I only like number 5, 6, and 7, and the first 5, 4, 5, I'm like, these aren't as good as the last 3 I made. So those will just get like whatever, you know what I mean? And I won't finish them, or I won't buy the beats for them, or whatever. But anyways, so the Problems song that we're gonna record the video to this weekend, the way I want to do it, because I like to put it on my YouTube as a premiere and let it sit for at least a couple days. So, and I've been trying to drop on Tuesdays. I've just kind of like picked that day. I guess it probably doesn't matter, but I've been kind of superstitious on that because my 2 videos that have done the best dropped on Tuesdays. I might be dead ass wrong, but
I like Sundays. I drop on Sundays.
so if I do it Saturday, the editing, I could probably have it edited by Tuesday, but then I wouldn't have time for it to kind of sit as a premiere for people to see it. So it'll probably be the next Tuesday, which would be the Tuesday after the raid, which would put me dropping it about 3 weeks after More Than Guns, I think, would be the math on that.
If y'all haven't listened to More Than Guns, y'all need to go listen to that shit. TJ don't miss, man.
I am so confused about More Than Guns because that song, bro, I put it out, and it's not my favorite song, but it's a good song. I think it's a good song. I think the concept is great. That song got more love, more cosigns. Like Target posted that shit on his Instagram, his Facebook, his YouTube. Chop shared it to his stuff. Like I had so many people sharing that out and vouching for that song, and so many cosigns and so much love. The comments are crazy. The reactions are great. All of that. I had more of that around that song than any other one, and it's just not moving the way the other ones.
I'm looking at your views.
Yeah, it's the whole algorithm thing. It's what like me and we've been beating our heads up against the wall trying to figure out like there's got to be a loop. There's got to be something somewhere.
Yeah, like SOE keywords, all that shit.
I don't understand what I did differently on like Forgive Me and Grinding in Silence are the 2 that I'm talking about. Because like Forgive Me took off fast, bro. Like that motherfucker did 10K in 9 days, and then it eventually kind of slowed down. But like More Than Guns, I think it just now hit 2K in like I don't know how many days it's been up. Like 2 weeks.
I bet it's the word guns.
That's what I was saying, bro. It's got to be like keywords and monetization value and shit like this that goes involved to the title. I've even like considered, like if you're uploading an audio or a video and you have the file named as the title you're going to put for the YouTube video or whatever, it'll help because everything matches within the post for the algorithm.
Yeah, but we tested that theory with another one and it didn't really make a difference.
That's
true.
True.
That's what I'm saying. I've got like a lot of little things that I've done on each one of those songs that I like. Okay, I did this on this one and this on this and this, and like I'm gonna do those same things on this one, and then it just, I don't know. We're just trying to figure it out. But that's how in depth. Yeah. That just goes to show you like how much we really harp on this shit and think about this shit. Like we're really trying to get it down to a science.
Yeah, we'll have 3-4 hour conversations, just like I'm like really going deep enough to where like if you're not familiar with any of like what we're talking about or the lingo, it would sound like just complete foreign language and it would be overwhelming. But don't get it twisted. It's overwhelming for us. We just like we doing it because we're trying to figure out. There's got to be some kind of secret sauce. We're trying to figure out what the what the way is.
Well, and the thing is it's the same way with like some of the videos I release. Like there would be some like reaction. Like I understand there's a, Tom McDonald's a pretty well-known artist. Like there's
Yeah,
gonna be like a little bit of drop off, but there's some like independent artists I'll do, and they'll do like 70, 80 views, and then like I'll do a different one, and it'll be like 300-400, and it's like I don't know what the hell's going on. Like the hashtags are the same. Like I'm doing pretty much everything with each video, but it just come out different for some reason. But I don't know. YouTube algorithms fucking crazy. Like you just don't really know, like what the hell is gonna happen when you release a video. But
I can't remember where I heard it, but I've been saying it because it still holds true. The only thing consistent about an algorithm is inconsistency. Like that's the only thing. The only thing that's normal is it not being normal. It's never the same. It's always alternating and changing. You never know what the fuck it's gonna hold tomorrow.
Well, I think what we can count on is our consistency, because I think as long as we just keep doing it, like we'll be able to narrow it down to some things, and it may not some things that we know, or if we figure out this works, that doesn't work. If there is such things, eventually, we'll be able to narrow it down to some things, and sometimes they may work and they may not, but I feel like our average will get better. You know what I mean? Like, and it's just a matter of just like, it's a trial and error thing.
It's literally science. It's trial and error and trying to learn from all of your previous mistakes and all of your previous wins, and trying to compile all of that knowledge and all of those analytics and all the numbers together and create some kind of system to where you can understand how to make it work.
Yeah, you got to have enough data to be able to even attempt to figure it out. So we're just going to keep doing what we're doing and maybe try some different things here and there. And, you know what I'm saying, we'll just collect the data along the way, and eventually we'll hopefully, maybe, possibly figure something out.
Yeah, man. I mean, I don't have a plan B. I don't have any ambitions of anything other than this. I don't have any plans on stopping. So I'm gonna drive this shit into the dirt. That's how I'm coming.
Yeah, I've pretty much already made up my mind that I'm gonna just keep releasing music, and like if I don't never make a career out of this, I'm gonna still do it anyways. Even if that just means I focus more somewhere else and just drop randomly and sporadically and not consistently, I'm gonna still do it. But yeah, can we like run a song or something, man? I need to take a piss break.
Yeah, let's man, I want to take a smoke break. Yeah, let's run a track.
Bet.
All right, I'm gonna actually do the More Than Guns song. I was looking at
I'm loving that fucking track so much. It's
I do
stuck
too.
in my head still. What now?
We were talking about it a little bit before we went live, but this is probably my favorite track you've put out. Like I like the Grinding in Silence, that was dope. From the Pines was dope, but this is probably like my favorite one. Like I don't know why, like it just hit me kind of in a personal way. So, but I was looking at your description. Hold on, I want to share my screen. But I was just looking at your description and stuff like that. But I don't see anything in here that would hold it back besides the word gun, in my opinion.
Yeah, and I thought about like bleeping it out in the description, but I couldn't bleep it out in the title. So like I was like, what's the point? You know?
Yeah. So my daughter's in the chat. She said, "I like these guys."
We appreciate it.
You got the approval.
No, I mean, but nonetheless, the song is it's a dope song, man. I fucking love it.
I want to point out something in the very beginning that nobody has pointed out yet. When Dub 3030's tag comes in and it says 3030, that is an actual 3030 Remington. Up against.
I have not noticed.
It's a Marlin. It's a Marlin. Leaned up against a tree, and that is my great grandfather's gun. Well, he bought it for my dad. My dad gave it to me.
Yeah, I did not notice that, to be totally honest with you. Yeah. All right, so let's let's take a break. You guys can. I'll pull this up full screen. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a leak. I'll be back.
All right. Hold on. Let me see what the fuck I'm doing. Hold on. Well, I'll do this. I'll pull us up on the screen.
It's a whole lot more than guns. Oh, he handed down. Oh, the pride in his blood, the tools in his trunk. Taught to never run. Granddaddy left more than guns. The breath in my lungs, the six string that I strung. The way I learn to talk, the way I shoot 'em straight, the way I stand on it. My last name is everything. I'll never give it up, I'll never let it down. It's a whole lot more than guns. Granddaddy handed down. Donuts in the back of the field off Highway 80. They done turned all that shit into pavement. Too bad we ain't get a cent of that paper. Front row acres, really no neighbors. Crazy how family don't do you no favors. Half of that side don't know my baby. Honestly, that's something that I'm okay with. Granddaddy left way more than guns. Where you think I got this music from? Why you think I put in work and shit done? Loudest in the room, really don't want none. Throw that punch, don't you run. Bet he won't do it again unless he done. If he gon' run his mouth and not stop, tell that boy shit'll get off in the pot. Ain't too many left still built like that. This the type that can't steal a hijack. This is in the soul, they don't fit the mold. You gotta live it whole, you can't buy that. I don't understand where they minds at. They be acting like country's a brand. It's the scars on these knuckles, the grind and the struggle, the life I support with my hands. The pride in his blood, the tools in his trunk. Taught to never run. Granddaddy left more than guns. The breath in my lungs, the six string that I strung. The way I learn to talk, the way I shoot 'em straight, the way I stand on it. My last name is everything. I'll never give it up, I'll never let it down. It's a whole lot more than guns. Granddaddy handed down. It's my real name, ain't no gimmicks, nothing less than authentic. Still rep the same town that built me. It's in the blood that can't filter. The same one that Granddaddy shielded. Ain't too many spoons been silver. I'm amused by the rumor mill when I'm living proof that the fruit ain't given. It's from the labor provided. Giving our luck, it's safe to say we ain't Irish. I'm my daddy's son, I can't hide it. But I'm rich for things you ain't buying. They better not try it. The property private, protected by God and a rifle. I know a spot they won't find you. These rounds thump like Bibles. Dead ass got a dead eye. Go off the cuff if my hands tied. Still do them dirty by landslides. To my headstones on headlines. I don't work, no pastime. Do what it take to get to the top. You don't like it, get the kicking them rocks. Cause I'm just a chip off the block. The pride in his blood, the tools in his trunk. Taught to never run. Granddaddy left more than guns. The breath in my lungs, the six string that I strung. The way I learn to talk, the way I shoot 'em straight, the way I stand on it. My last name is everything. I'll never give it up, I'll never let it down. It's a whole lot more than guns. Granddaddy handed down.
Motherfucking TJ Sanders, y'all. What the fuck?
That shit's
playing.
dope.
Telling you, man, TJ's a fucking beast, y'all. And like, see, and that the only reason that's not my favorite is because I've heard things that y'all haven't heard yet. I'm telling y'all, TJ is a fucking problem. He is, like, I'm telling you, he is a beast on that motherfucking mic, dude.
Yeah, and if you think about it, what'd you do? You got Dub 3030 to mix it. You shot your own video. I mean, the video quality looks good. I thought the video turned out dope as fuck. And I don't know, that track's fucking.
Yeah, that was our first run with the new camera, and my wife being the camera lady, and she wanted me to let y'all know that it was her idea to put the 3030 right when the 3030 tag came in. That was her idea.
Hey, videographer credits, brother.
Yeah. But yeah, that was our first run with that camera, her first time. There's a few things we didn't exactly get right, but we know now, and I got some other things to buy for the camera to get it all the way there, but yeah. And yeah, it's a Dub 3030V, and yes, Dub did the mix and mastering on it too. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they do a lot, and they do a lot in country rap. It's like almost every song I hear. They make some fucking killer beats, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Man, I'm telling you, you get a banjo, an 808 with a nice like steel guitar underlay on it. Man, it's no stopping it.
Yeah, there's a few producers, man, that like, and Dub's one of them, bro, that just like, I could get on his website and just write or come up with 10 ideas instantly. Like, I have a hard time like looking for beats. Dub's just one of those, man, that like I could get on his website and just like go
Be
crazy.
there all day.
Could just afford to just buy everything on it, I could probably make a good song off every fucking beat on his website. And he's got a lot of them. And he's the first person I worked with, mix and master wise, that done the engineering for me. That I just didn't have any like real complaints. I was like, okay, no, he gets it. Like, because I've had other people like, oh, I paid them some money, and I felt like they freaking ruined the song. We couldn't get on the same page. Like, it just didn't turn out as good.
Yeah, they take it all personal, and
yeah, that was one of the reasons that I was trying so hard to learn it myself. And I've learned a lot, but I'm just not, on somebody like Dub's level. Sometimes I can get my mixes, I feel like, pretty good, but sometimes I just can't. And sometimes it's easier just to let somebody like that do it, where you just know it's going to be right. And the first time I ever worked with him, he freaking nailed it, man. And I've been, working with him ever since. A lot of people in this lane work with him, though. He's one of those guys that, like, I ain't heard nobody say nothing negative about Dub 3030 yet.
oh man,
He's,
I call him the Wizard.
yeah.
Every time I talk to, I'm like, hey man, I need the Wizard to do his magic on this one, bro. I got this. Like, I just sent a track in that me and TJ did, and correct me if I'm wrong, TJ, but it had absolutely no mix on it. Like, all the layers were just stacked as is, and there was no mix on it. And we sent him the
Blood Rain, yeah, I didn't even attempt to mix that song.
yeah. We sent it to him like as raw as you could possibly give it to somebody.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, do your magic. I need the Wizard to do his magic. And that motherfucking dude did his thing on that track.
He was like, do y'all not have a reference track? Because usually everything I send to him, I at least try to mix it first and get it sounding how I want it to sound. And then I'll send it to him like, do this, but better, and like he at least has something to go off of. On that one, I just didn't even try it. I was just like, I told Mendo was like, he's asking for a reference track. I said, just tell him to do his thing, bro. Like, whatever he thinks, because it's not like that complicated of a song.
Yeah, dude. I was already on the same thing, and as soon as I seen his response, I was like, bet. All right, cool. I'm gonna, cause like that's like telling the tattoo artist like you have free creative control. You're finna get a dope ass tattoo.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, cause it's art. It's all art. And so when Dub's mixing and mastering, like that shit is a craft. It's not just like a 9 to 5. A lot of people take this. It's spiritual too. I feel like if making music is not somewhat of a spiritual experience for you, bro, you are not making the right kind of music.
Yeah. And while we're talking about producers, I won't feel right if I don't give a shout out to Trainwreck Kenny, because
yeah, shout out Kenny.
My two biggest songs, like most people's favorite songs, was done on Trainwreck Kenny production, and I work heavy with that dude as far as like he doesn't really let me down. From the Pines is Trainwreck Kenny. Fucking Grinding in Silence is Trainwreck Kenny. Forgive Me is Trainwreck Kenny. And I got one I'm sitting on right now that is currently, and I say this all the time, and I always say this every time. Right now, my current favorite song that I have is my most recent one. It's also a Trainwreck Kenny. And I feel like, man, I love
Trainwreck Kenny's dope.
This song that I just did.
Oh, yeah.
Like, so it's he does his thing, man, and he's
I got a shout out produced by Poetics, man. That's the guy who made the Down in Alabama beat. Dude does he does his thing, but he, if you ask him to do something that's a complete 180, he'll nail it. Like, I've done it to him before, and he's always done his thing really good. So has Kenny. Kenny made the song that's dropping on the 15th with me and Target. That's Trainwreck Kenny beat.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, man.
Solid.
Kenny does his thing for real.
He does a lot for Outlaw Nation and them, man, and like producer wise, like that dude's got a lot of production credits and stuff. Like he's super talented. The beat, I think it's the Forgive Me beat. I'm pretty sure the Forgive Me beat he made with me live on TikTok. We were live, and I like joined his live while he made the beat, and we kind of like. I didn't really know what to say because I'm not a producer, and I haven't. That's one of the things. Another one of those things like we talked about earlier. Another one of those skill sets that I feel like I do. I definitely want to learn that. I just haven't found the time yet. But that's something I do want to learn eventually. Is like how to make beats and stuff. So I didn't really know how to guide him towards what I wanted. But once he kind of started working, I was like, maybe add something like this, or he was trying to add something. I was like, nah, that's too much. That type of thing, and we kind of like, I was there as he made the beat, and that was cool, and that's how the Forgive Me beat came about. But yeah, he's super dope, man, super talented.
Yeah, I know he does like live streams and makes and like makes some beats or whatever. I've never sat in on one. I need to next time he goes live. Like I said, he hadn't done it for a while.
It's a dope watch, man, because I've done it. It was only the second time I've ever sat in a live stream where somebody made a beat, but I sat in there only for a little bit, but it was like bro was locked in and it was a dope beat too. It was a really sick beat. I can't remember who the fuck he was making it for, but they were in the chat. Yeah, Kenny's dope, man, and he's a real artist with it too. I love that. Like he's able to stream it live and do it, so freely and give such a dope ass beat. That's dope, man. I love it.
And still finds time to write and record like his own songs and stuff too, man. Like he's an artist too.
Yeah.
He's a really good fucking rapper and songwriter as well, man. Like,
I didn't even think about that part. Yeah, that's
well rounded, very talented.
Shit.
Yeah, all I really know of him is from what I've saw, like with him jumping on Triple T and talking and stuff like that. I need to go back and do a little bit of research on him. He seems like a nice guy. So
yeah, he was nothing but respectful and nice to me, man. He seems pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, that's what matters.
I mean, I just like all you gotta do is be a chill guy, and I can fuck with you. I can fuck with you. Yeah. Just, as long as you don't come crazy.
You gotta be yourself and not be on those stupid fuck shit.
Yeah, just don't be coming crazy. Like, let's act like adults. Let's handle things like adults, and let's all get along type deal. That's what I'm on.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. All right. Well, I say we go ahead and wrap it up for the night. We're going about 2.5 hours. I'm going to get off here and take my ass to bed.
I hear that.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
I'm not against that. My ass got to work.
I hear that, man.
My music does not fit me yet, so I have to get up and go work.
Yeah, I got early dad duties in the morning.
Yeah, I hear you about that. Like, fucking, I'm not going to lie. I'll be totally honest with you. These late night Triple T fucking live streams been keeping me up till like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Fucked up. They had me fucked up last night. That shit, they was all arguing and fighting, and I was like, bro, I'm supposed to be in the bed. And next thing I know, I'm watching. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. I was like, you know what? I'll finish watching this shit tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, see, I had to leave as soon as Cody started saying like when he started saying that shit to Mason, he would take his booty and all this other shit, bro. I left so fast, and I gave it about 15 minutes, and I came back, and Cody still said it, bro. That motherfucker was wilding. And
well, the thing is,
that Mason kid, bro, that shit, man.
Well, Cody was cooking for a minute. Cody's like cooking him, dude. Like I'm like, oh yeah, and then he's
I was loving it, bro.
And then he's like, yeah, if you were in prison, he's like, I'd I'd fuck you. And he's like, and then I'd steal your fucking commissary or some shit. I'm like, damn.
That's when I fucking peeled
Your
out
fucking
of that
noodles,
stream, bro.
boy.
I said, hell no.
I'm gonna
Nope.
take your fucking noodles.
We ain't going for it on this side, bro.
Yeah,
Nah,
that's
Cody's
wild.
funny as fuck, bro. He gets on the internet and be doing some wild shit. I'll give him that. Bro, like, Cody's brave as hell.
That's the fun. That's
I'll
the
give him
fun
that.
part. That's the funny part of this lane. Is like there's a lot of us that don't belong on the fucking internet, bro. Like a lot of us.
Yeah.
It's just like that shit gets entertaining because there's a lot of us that ain't got no business on these fucking live streams talking shit.
Because, like, at a certain point, while he was thinking about saying that, it sounded like something good to say. At some point in the development of that being said, in his brain, he said it with confidence. And then the whole fucking panel just got dead ass quiet, dude. I love it when that shit happens. Like, you can fucking hear crickets ass.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I love it. I love it when that shit happens on the panel, bro. I'll bust out laughing.
Hard Target's like, he said it again. Hard Target's like, hey, don't double down on that. Like, shit.
Target was the only. Target kept trying to give him some game, and the only game that was is like, hey, bro, the only reason you're still up here is because I'm willing to talk to you. Everybody else is through with you. Like, I am your lifeline right now. And you're still like, I'm like, bro, oh, Jesus.
Yeah. That shit was wild.
Yeah, wild as fuck.
He was fighting for daddy.
Alright. You know what sucks too? I'm 20. He said he's 24 years old. I'm 23, man. That shit was so pathetic and embarrassing.
Y'all still
the fact that I get categorized with that kind of behavior within my age group, that's fucking wild work. Like, because like the video had to get privated because of like bro, what the fuck? I don't understand it. I don't understand it. It's just weird as hell.
He's a weird cat.
Fucking sure. Clip me saying it. It fucking I don't give a fuck. That's some weird shit. I ain't with none of that. Especially with Triple T, bro. Come on.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah. Shout out Mason Bangs, man.
Doing that to Triple T is damn near like doing that to Vic XL, bro. Like, come on, bro. That's not.
Yeah.
Like
Vic he was talking about stealing his Purple Hearts and shit.
Vic covers things, bro. So you like Vic is the what would you say? He's the host of the whole conversation, if you will.
Yeah.
Just like and same with Vic XL, bro. But nobody's gonna do Vic XL like that. We're gonna do Triple T like that. That's crazy as fuck. Disgusting.
Yeah, Vic seems like an alright guy. Like I haven't watched much of his content, but from what I've seen, he seems like a pretty straightforward dude.
Well, and like, dude, shout out to Target because Target was really trying to talk some sense into him, bro. And like, I wouldn't have had. I'm keeping it such a buck right now. I wouldn't have had that patience, bro. And I admire the fact that Target was like still trying to work it into him. Like, dude, you need to understand. Like, he was trying to tell him something and get him to open his eyes, bro. Like the best he could, even though he wasn't listening. But I I gotta respect it because everybody else was like, man, this motherfucker,
Well, you got HT. He's like, oh man, kind of calm down, relax, and then you got Cody Lane over there yelling, "I'm gonna take your booty hole for snack cakes or whatever."
Oh my pocket, boy.
Jesus, bro. I'm like,
but yeah,
we need to do Manna, Make America Normal again. Throw that on a fucking hat. I'll wear the shit
nice.
That ain't no fun. Fuck.
Yeah, we need some out of pocket people.
Doing whatever the fuck you want, saying whatever the fuck you want, man. Like, shit.
Yeah. All right, look, guys. If we're not in the bed, call us tweakers. So we gotta go.
All right. I appreciate you guys coming up.
Y'all have a good
appreciate
night,
you, man.
I appreciate you letting us up.
Yeah, we had a good. We should do it again.
Yeah, for sure.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Have a good one.
Good night, chat.
All right, later, chat. Appreciate everybody stopping in. Y'all have a good one.
Peace.
All right, and that was that. Kind of a interview chat session with Big Mendo and TJ Sanders. Awesome. Two dope artists. It sounds like they got a lot of new music. Actually, they sent me a new track tonight, and I just couldn't play it. Like, I didn't want to fuck it up during the stream because we tried it before the stream and it didn't work right. So I have to get with the master Triple T, and he can show me how to do it. Because I am new at this shit, all right? But yeah, I really appreciate them coming up. Two solid dudes that put out dope music. So that's awesome. Awesome. I'm going to go ahead and jump off for the night. I think I'm done. I'm cooked. I'm going to fucking bed. I'm all out of passion. All right? I've lost my passion. And I don't do Adderall. All right? So we're wrapping this shit up. All right. Hey, I appreciate you guys coming through tonight. Hopefully you have a blessed rest of your evening / morning. God bless you. God bless your family. And God bless the United States of America. I'm out.
It's a whole lot more than guns. He handed down. The pride in his blood, the tools in his trunk. Taught to never run. Granddaddy left more than guns. The breath in my lungs, the 6 string that I strung. The way I learn to talk, the way I shoot 'em straight, the way I stand on it. My last name is everything. I'll never give it up, I'll never let it down. It's a whole lot more than guns. Granddaddy handed down. Donuts in the back of the field off Highway 80. They done turned all that shit into pavement. Too bad we ain't get a cent of that paper. Front row acres, really no neighbors. Crazy how family don't do you no favors. Half of that side don't know my baby. Honestly, that's something that I'm okay with. Granddaddy left way more than guns. Where you think I got this music from? Why you think I put in work and shit done? Loudest in the room, really don't want none. Throw that punch, don't you run. Bet he won't do it again unless he done. If he gon' run his mouth and not stop, tell that boy shit'll get off of the pot. Ain't too many left still built like that. This the type that can't steal a hijack. This is in the soul, they don't fit the mold. You gotta live it whole, you can't buy that. I don't understand where they minds at. They be acting like country's a brand. It's the scars on these knuckles, the grind and the struggle, the life I support with my hands. The pride in his blood, the tools in his trunk. Taught to never run. Granddaddy left more than guns. The breath in my lungs, the 6 string that I strung. The way I learn to talk, the way I shoot 'em straight, the way I stand on it. My last name is everything. I'll never give it up, I'll never let it down. It's a whole lot more than guns. Granddaddy handed down. It's my real name, ain't no gimmicks, nothing less than authentic. Still rap the same town that built me. It's in the blood, they can't filter. The same one that Granddaddy shielded. Ain't too many spoons been silver. I'm amused by the rumor mill when I'm living proof that the fruit ain't given. It's from the labor provided. Given our luck, it's safe to say we ain't Irish. I'm my daddy's son, I can't hide it. But I'm rich with things you ain't buying. They better not try it. The property private, protected by God and a rifle. I know a spot they won't find you. These rounds thump like Bibles. Dead ass got a dead eye. Go off the cuff if my hands tied. Still do them dirty by landslides. To my headstones on headlines. All work, no pastime. Do what it take to get to the top. You don't like it, get the kicking them rocks. Cause I'm just a chip off the block. The pride in his blood, the tools in his trunk. Taught to never run. Granddaddy left more than guns. The breath in my lungs, the 6 string that I strung. The way I learn to talk, the way I shoot 'em straight, the way I stand on it. My last name is everything. I'll never give it up, I'll never let it down. It's a whole lot more than guns.